Yup. Good puppy. Aw, they just want their belly rubbed. Here we go now, wake up, farm up. It's another episode. This one's gonna get live. We got some amazing guests on the show here today. We're gonna be having amazing adventures. We're out at Carriage House Farm at their place called Lost Bridge Beverage Company. They just distilled some vodka last week. You know, pretty cool what they're doing. They're extracting all kinds of things from the land there into their liqueurs and bitters and other amazing things they're growing there. They got a fun little grocery store in there. It's not a grocery store, actually. It's a farm store. It's all local stuff. There's amazing maps there showing you where all kinds of different things come from up on the wall. It's a really good time.
Alright, y'all, Stefan 101.
Will you call me in the night? Will you tell me it's high? Will you free to many people? We can lean on you. Will you call me in the night? Will you tell me it's high? Will you free to many people? We can lean on you, Yanni.
Look at the weather. We can be in the range of the seasons. Give you 101 different reasons that we'll be cleaning this up for days to come. Cause of the trees and how they're growing some. I mean, look at the weather. It's been rearranging the seasons.
Call me in the night. Will you tell me it's high? Will you free to many people? We can lean on you. Will you call me in the night? Will you tell me it's high? Will you free to many people? We can lean on you.
Yeah, now we're down here just picking up the pieces, putting it all back together in new ways and new arrangements, new formations. We got new forests coming up, growing in their own new way. We got new people getting together. That's what we're doing here today. It's time to make it a rainbow tribe. Coming together from all different vibes. We got banjos, we got bass. Gonna break you out here in this place.
Will you call me in the night? Will you tell me it's high? Will you free to many people? We can lean on you. Will you call me in the night? Will you tell me it's high?
So we get pretty into it tonight here on this show. We get into local foods and a good little taste of local music. It was an amazing crowd that came out. Thanks to everyone who did. Maybe you can make it to one of the live shows sometime. Maybe you want to find a way to support this show. Maybe you'd like us to mention you on our show. Maybe you'd like to do an interview. Maybe you'd like to have us come to your venue. Who knows? It's 2023. We're going into amazing new directions. So now we're going live into the ambiance of the room as we get ready for this live show. I'd like to thank Dr. Bionic. Check out their music in the link in the footnotes. Their music is in this show. And they are one of our musical partners. Check out that. It's where we're at. Our first guest, Rich Stewart. Talk about markets. Talk about flooding. Some great banter. Sets the tone for the fun of the whole night. Then we have Dr. Jennifer Kramer-Wine. She comes up. She's amazing. She thinks it's cool that we use her post-hole digger. We go into other explorations of curiosities of the edible Ohio Valley magazine.
Can you hear me now? Now you can hear me? Okay. In the back. Thank you.
We can hear you, Patrice. What you gotta say?
How about this? Oh, whoa.
Hey!
How about this one?
This is how the sound
So
works.
this one we can
And
hear
one.
very well. So So this is
Fantastic.
very loud,
Fantastic.
right?
That's what we needed.
So, yeah, this
Sound.
is really high.
Keep talking.
Yeah.
I want to shout out to our sound team.
So this one's really loud.
Patrice, Stefan 101.
So I'm gonna kind of keep talking until
Anytime
we
we
get
have Major One.
it just
the
a
spot.
little bit lower. I don't know. Is that better? You
Sounds
think?
good.
Sounds good.
I think it sounds good. I think it sounds good.
So then after Rich and Jennifer,
Wake
we
the
have
phone.
Liz Virgo.
Wake the phone up.
Grocery Free Yogi.
I feel like there's an elf around. He's somewhere hiding.
Hey,
The farm. We need seeds for the farm. We need seeds. So we're doing plant seeds,
it'll be a good show
connecting
tonight.
community, seeing people get together. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Ancient weavers
A lot of love in this
here on the
tonight.
mainland.
Liz Virgo, the Grocery Free Yogi, though. Excited to have her on the show, always. She's been on the show before. You can go back and check those episodes out. Her stories are inspiration throughout
I need a
the
drink.
daily flow of life.
Some water.
Then we have Justin Dean, and it gets a little wild. He talks about growing for 5 different restaurants and being a chef and his explorations with food,
Farmer Elf.
foraging,
Time.
trifoliate oranges.
This is the song of the banjo.
And how is he an acid
Time for you to come
alchemist?
down. We need to talk.
I'm like, what does that mean? Does that have something to do with blotter art? You know, it's like this madhouse vinegar thing, you know, like some kind of Mad Hatter thing. But no, it's just about how they make their own vinegar.
Oh, ye farmer elf,
Not just infusions,
where do you land?
Paw vinegars.
Where are you now?
And then we got Ouiwey Collins, the OC Funk Squad, bringing a new breed of funk. We get really into that local music, you know, we're growing this here. Hooday! We need to grow our own. Cincinnati, thank you. Welcome to this incredibly unique Wake the Farm Up episode. Enjoy!
Farmer man, get your tail down here. Come down here, Andy, and let's start the show. That more plain?
What the farm? We be waiting for? What we be waiting for? Where that farmer the elf at? Chill out, chill out. What?
Welcome to another fine recording of the Wake the Farm Up podcast. It's so awesome to be down here at the Carriage Farm, the Lost Bridge Beverage Company. Speaking of that, you guys know why it's called Lost Bridge Beverage Company? Some of you might not know. A lot of my listeners probably don't know. But this is called Lost Bridge because some of you might have come across a bridge over here. We're at where the Great Miami and the Whitewater meet together, so occasionally the bridge gets lost over here, historically over time. So that one might be gone too. I was kind of hoping there was going to be enough snow that we could have caught that in our recording today, because I heard it only happens once every 30 years. So that could have been unique, but I'm glad it didn't. You know, we're safe and we got good bridges. So, this is my man Stefan 101 up here. My music sound necromancer for the Wake the Farm Up show. Been on it since day one. And some of the people we got in the house tonight, we got back over.
My brother right there, man. Appreciate
If
you.
you got any interest in being part of the fan club, you can check in with him and see what's going on with that. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all
Man,
kinds
man.
of different things out there. You can find some Wake the Farm Up stuff. You can even make some of your own. People make their own Wake the Farm Up stuff, and we encourage that. You know, it's different. So every one of these shows, we're trying to make it a unique, different experience. We're traveling, going to different places, bringing out the energy of the land and the people, through the stories they share, the music they make, and we're discovering different places and land in that way. So, tonight we're going to have a bunch of guests. I don't see some of them here quite yet, so it's an adaptation. This whole thing is unscripted, off the cuff, which makes it a unique experience. We're going to have different guests come up. They're each going to get 2 minutes on the mic uninterrupted. And we have this fine hourglass piece right here that's been calibrated to 2 minutes precisely by the dwarves that blew the glass deep in the mountain and the metal that was forged by elves of 3 nations. So it's been calibrated, it's been checked by your digital modern timepieces and stuff, and it's pretty much the same, so we can work with that. That's science or something like that, and magic at the same time. It's a lot of times we look at science and we're like, yeah, that's actually a fun way to explore the magic of this world. We can look at it. But it's amazing with science, the concept of asking questions, having that curiosity. Like, what are you observing? Creating a question, and then you come up with an answer to that question, but you might find another answer later that changes it. There's so many things, like we go into science with good intention, like the guy that invented the freons that go and make our refrigerators safer than when they were running off of propane, or more efficient than when they were running off of blocks of ice. So this guy that invented freons, during his time, he thought he had really done something. He saved a lot of lives. People's refrigerators weren't blowing up. The numbers of people dying from refrigerators really went down. It was really well covered in the news media. He thought it was the greatest thing, but then 50-something years after he died, all the news media is covering how that same great invention's been cutting holes in our ozone and making a lot more people die from it than just a few refrigerators blowing up. So it's interesting. He didn't even get to see that happened from that, but we, building off of our ancestors, building off of what people have done before, can pick up the pieces and do things right. So that's part of what this Wake the Farm Up show is about. So we're trying to wake up this idea. We've had doomsday preppers come up and share stuff with us, but this is a Hope's-Day prepper show. We think Hope's-Day prepping is a lot more in your brain and intelligent than any kind of doomsday prep there is out there. A doomsday prep, you got a list of things for a certain scenario. Hope's Day! We love Hope's Day. With a doomsday prep situation, you got a nice little list. You can check it off, like I got this many bullets, I got this many cans of Spam, I got this many of this, I got a hole in the ground, just, so I'm ready. But then, doomsday comes, it's a whole different scenario. What are you going to do? So Hope's Day, we're actually like, okay, how are we going to live in the future? We got these issues, let's solve this stuff. Local food, big part of it. Wake the farm up, that's why we're bringing the farm out. There's more than a farm though. We're exploring the forest, we're foraging, we're homesteading, growing things. There's things in our gardens from all over the world. Just back here earlier, I was checking out some roots of an oca. Oca! It's an oca root. It's like something I've never heard of. Constantly learning new things, right? And it's a root that's grown in the South America and comes in all different kinds of colors. So it's really fascinating to, we can grow things from all over the world here. Some things, like there's ginger. You can get a drink made at the bar with ginger they grew on the property here. How fascinating is that? We're not even in Hawaii or something. But we can grow these things, harvest them, and we can wake the farm up. So gingerly, I want to welcome you all to the show here. We get funky. If you feel like you need to, I know you guys are all cozy, be cozy, but if you feel the need to get up and dance at any time, we definitely encourage it. It's part of how we stay fit and live in this world in a more natural way. We're not really meant to go at a certain time every day to a gym for a certain amount of time. That's good for us, for our, flow to be able to push us into these pressures. But we're really meant to dance and have a good time and use our bodies and enjoy the youth, feel that you have in it all the way until that last second that you're alive. I hope you all laugh a lot tonight. Anything can be said. These shows are always marked adult content. I don't see anybody under 21 here. If there is, they probably ID'd you at the bar. You're 5? that something that we want to do with the show tonight, improvising and going off the cuff a little bit here. I definitely, if there's some of our other guests aren't showing up yet, I would open the floor to a random person that might be able to come up on the mic tonight. We'll see how that works. I love that. It kind of really shows that off the cuff and bringing together the serendipity of the moment here right now. How you doing, Stefan? How's your day? Tell us about it.
Today's been great.
It's been a good one.
Yeah, been fantastic. Got here, plugged everything in, and now I'm unplugging from that focus and saying
Hey.
hello. Oh wait, I like effects. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, I'm glad my homie's here. Ouiwey
Collins in the house.
Hey man, crushed it at the Bengals game, dude. The other day, I saw you. I saw you at the you were down there on this. Yeah, I saw it.
I was telling him about that game. I was actually rooting for the Ravens that game. You guys might be shocked, but I have a daughter whose name is Raven, so I'm like shouting there like, "Go Raven!" So, I don't know. I'm probably not the biggest sports fan, and we all get our different things that we get our hobbies and our things that we're into. So it's interesting doing this podcast thing for me. I didn't know much about like these kind of vines and like what they do. I know like that there's certain holes they fit into and different shapes and things like that. So I've been learning a lot about that. It's been like hanging out in the Millennium Falcon with Chewbacca and Han Solo, and they're just like piecing all these things together and trying to figure out how to make that work.
Chewy.
But it makes the ship get there. So we got there just on time tonight. That's how we do it.
Yes.
So, waking the farm up. This is an audio experience. Make some sounds. Who we're going to bring up first? We're going to bring up Richard Stewart first here to the microphone.
Rich, where you at?
So Rich Stewart and I go way back to time when I was doing farmers markets. I did farmers markets for about 13 years. And you can imagine when you're up in a market stand, you can try out jokes all day long, and you got new people coming up every 10 minutes. So you can really master some jokes down. And he and I had been in market stalls next to each other and had all kinds of jokes that we threw at each other, including tomatoes when there wasn't that many people at the market. So come on, let's welcome Rich Stewart of Carriage House Farm. Come on.
What's up?
Are you ready for your 2 minutes, Richard? You're gonna go all the way back here. Alright. If anybody feels the need to at some point, you can stop by later and pet my dog Ted here. 2 minutes is on. Rich Stewart.
What's going on, everyone? Thanks for coming out tonight. Thanks, Andy, for bringing this. Welcome to the farm. Carriage House Farm's been around here since 1855. Family came over the mountains after the Revolutionary War and settled here. Two brothers and their families, and it's been single family owned ever since. And back in the day, I used to do package design, worked in an office, punch a time clock, and one day our company got bought by a bigger company, and a bunch of us got let go. Called it shareholder layoff, make everything a little bit more profitable. And ended up helping my dad down here after he had retired from Duke Energy, and he started the stables down at the other end of the farm. And so one thing led to another, and I was doing some freelance design work, and at one point I stopped doing work, and I was just working at the farm, and became a farmer. And 16 years later, I felt like I'd become a farmer. I'd been farming longer than I'd been doing design work. So every day I love coming in here, seeing new things, seeing new people. Ever since we opened up the bar, the whole neighborhood's been coming down. We got some folks over here we haven't seen since we closed down. Hugs when they came in. It was awesome. When we left the farmers market, I was really sad. It was just an economic decision. And when we cut out the farmers markets, we cut out this family that we had developed over 10, 12 years. And Annie and I still keep in touch, and I treasure that. But one of the things I missed is the people that we saw every single week. You know, we talk about what's happening in the families, see new babies born, see them 5-6 years later, and as soon as you pulled out of those farmers markets, you didn't have that. And so,
Wake the farm up. That was 2 minutes. That was brilliant.
Oh my God, it goes by so
Wake up.
fast.
It's amazing how it flies by.
No, that sucks.
Yeah, so like those farmers markets, I mean 13 years of doing farmers markets and they feel like they just flew by.
Yeah. Flew by.
You did many years there as well, huh?
Yeah. I
So
remember
this
when we were in the
farm-
parking lot sweating.
Yep.
No grass, no trees.
Being in the rain, yelling at each other, making jokes, making each other smile even when the weather was the worst, hanging onto these tents that I think were designed by the Wright brothers. Just hoping for a ride or something at least, you know, get me off the ground at least.
Hoping you didn't have to buy another one.
Right. I always had my whole entire market stand like for sale. People would be like, wow, this is a really nice market stand. I'm like, hey, the whole stand's for sale, everything. Just name the right price, you know? You can always buy a new Easy Up.
Yeah. So, lots of stuff. This year we're changing it up a little bit. We're focusing more on what we're putting in at the bar and the alcohol. We still will be selling things at the farmer's market, but we grow ginger. We're one of the few farms in the state of Ohio that grows yellow ginger, which is a tropical crop. And we use that in our cocktails. We candy it. At one point, it was in every can of Thunder Snow Mad Tree made. And we're hoping to kind of repeat that and start making that more readily available by growing larger amounts. So,
For our audio listeners that live outside of Cincinnati and don't know what Mad Tree is quite yet, there is a brewery in Cincinnati called Mad Tree. So some of you may have been picturing him bringing things to a tree that was upset. So, just I imagine there are a few trees that are upset,
maybe.
but they're pretty, trees are pretty relaxed.
Chill.
They're very patient. The classic giving tree. You know, you could receive gifts from a tree until its last little breath of tree life, and it'll just keep giving.
Constant. Air, shade.
So we just got to there from beer. Can you imagine that? We went from beer to like sitting on trees that are dying in their last breath and offering their last little like bit of tree like root sap or something, you know? Like mulberry roots, you dig mulberry roots up from near your fence lines and things like that. It's a really beautiful yellow root. Well, that outer layer on it, once in a while you can just save that when you're digging those up and cut the outer skin off the root and save it. And it has like a folk anti-cancer remedy to it. I actually heard about that from a doctor friend of mine, but I still think it's in the realm of folklore where it's not been clinically studied, but the mulberry root is a plant that's been studied all over the world for a long time.
And who doesn't like the berries?
You like mulberries?
The berries.
The berries.
The wood's pretty too.
Yeah.
Got that red flush in the center.
So down here in the land that you have, I imagine there's some good amount of mulberries around, huh?
Lots.
Lots of mulberries.
Lots.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about some more of the other
So
trees and things.
We got
that,
pawpaws. We got spice
Okay.
bush. All native to the area. We got elm trees, ash trees, silver maples, black maples, black walnut trees. My favorite tree.
Why is that your favorite?
You can tap them.
What do you mean?
You can tap them just like maple trees. Make
Okay.
a walnut syrup.
Okay, like you tapping them like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like some like
Get your mind out of the gutter.
like what are you gonna do with this tree? No wonder they're mad.
Loving trees. So we make a walnut syrup.
Okay.
It's
And
really nice.
you have that. So you guys have a store here, so the audio listeners know kind of more about where we are too. You guys that are here, if you haven't seen, they have a nice little store over here with a collection of other local food items available as well as what they produce here.
Yep. All local. A lot of people that we went to farmers markets with too.
Yeah. I love that how you're able to have another situation to encourage and support other growers doing things as well.
Yep, all developed out of COVID.
So looking around this place too, I mean, this place is like pretty big. There's a lot of tables outside. We got fire pits outside if anybody needs to like go outside and get warmed up on the outside, like get some fresh
there's
air.
a festival here in the
I know.
summer.
I don't know. Some of us are stinky sometimes. That's something you don't get in the audio show, but it's part of the real experience, you know. So you want to come to these live shows so you can see what a crowd of people really smells like.
Just come on one of the festivals.
Tell me about the when you said festivals. Tell me about the festivals.
Yeah, we got
we
Whispering
like
Beer
those.
Festival in September.
Shit. Uh-oh. Bring it up. Bring it up.
There's my boy
What are you
Catfish back
talking
there.
about? A festival?
Lost Bordio?
That's
Lost
exciting.
Bordio. 2 days of music, folk, and bluegrass.
Okay.
Lots of fiddling.
You're not
Lots
just
of banjos.
catfishing me, are you?
Slide in a funk fest.
Right.
Camping.
Camping.
It's a good time.
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine this place when it's all green on a nice day when it's a little bit drier. Yeah. How many of you guys
many
have been
people?
enjoying the snow this week?
Last year we had about,
Yeah.
what,
Yeah.
1,400,
Oh, wait,
1,500 people?
sorry, Andy.
You like the
I kind
snow?
of jumped in there. My bad.
No, tell me.
I asked him a question about because I am curious about the festival sincerely.
Yeah.
And like, so how many people you say would come to the one?
Well, I think
Whispering
we had about
Beer.
1,500 people.
Nice.
Okay,
And then it has
okay.
camping and everything.
Yep. And then on a smaller side, we'll have like Grateful Dead tribute band. They'll have 600 people on this terrace.
Wow.
Wow,
That'll be
okay.
nice.
It's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
cool.
And then small music events. We got one tomorrow night. 2 guys, Sam and Eli. They'll be playing bluegrass.
Nice.
Awesome, yeah. So you got like a lineup of shows and things that you create that bring onto the place here. That's really fun.
Yep.
There's I think there's an outdoor food venue right now, and I think I saw they were open earlier. Are they open right now?
They are open. Chloe's Eatery.
Chloe's, all right.
Chloe's
So yeah,
Eatery.
if you guys, anybody here needs a snack,
Right
check
now,
out Chloe.
best burger on the west side.
What makes it the best burger?
It's the beef. It's that Wagyu beef. Ohio Wagyu. My man
Wagyu.
eating right
So
there.
what
back.
Wagyu, like what does that mean? They do like the cows are raised doing yoga classes and stuff like that or something, right?
There. Yes. Oh,
They have their own like therapist that talks to them
you
once
should
in the
ask
evening.
Justin when he comes up here.
Yeah, we'll have Justin on. Justin's getting excited for sure. Man. He's excited about this. He loves
It's
he's
best
he's
beef
got
and it's
some
all
great
from
stuff,
Ohio.
for sure. So one time I had a guy give me grass-fed beef and he didn't flavor it with anything. And when I tasted it, it tasted like clover to me. And he claimed it was 100% grass-fed. Now, as a botanist, I know clover is not in the grass family.
It's a legume.
It's a legume, exactly. So what do you think about this 100% grass-fed, like, labelage? It's kind of like the cage-free thing, like what the birds technically only need, like, 20 square feet or something to be considered cage-free.
Call it salad fed.
Salad-fed? Okay. Salad-fed beef. Yeah. I like that. 'Cause I do eat salad, and I have eaten clover. Clover is really good for you, just as it is for the cow. We just don't have a rudimentary stomach, so we can't eat quite as much of it. I should say we don't need to. But we do need to eat some of it. Those red clover flowers are actually a blood cleaner. You can learn more about that on my TikTok show. That's where I talk a lot about ticks. And ticks bring blood-borne diseases, and there's plants like red clover that clean your blood out. So if you're eating that, it's funny to say it like this, but you can get bitten by ticks, and they can take some of your blood, and it's all good. They're not going to make you sick. I mean, don't go running around getting yourself ticked all up and like say that I learned about it on Wake the Farm Up, so it's cool. I'll be fine. But you know, it's like you got to do other things to keep your blood clean too, besides just eating like a clover once in a while. Maybe some grass-fed beef because it actually has clover in it. Maybe that helps out a little bit too.
To the caveat, I am a farmer, not a doctor.
So as a farmer and not a doctor, like, do you feel like, I don't know, like there's all these terms I like to cross with it. You know, it's like in a certain way, you could be a doctor to your land, You know, it's like a certain way that you're healing it. You're bringing stewardship to it. So you're encouraging certain plants that'll, you know, make that whole bionic system grow healthier and whatnot.
You're a land doctor.
Land doctor, I like that.
Soil doctor.
That could be a good name for one of your drinks that you guys make here or something.
The soil doctor?
Yeah.
I don't know about
Everybody's
that. Everybody's looking around like, ugh.
Just tastes like dirt. Everybody's got to eat some dirt before they go, right?
So, and that's kind of what we've been doing down here. We've been moving from a conventional farm that used to grow nothing but corn and soybeans to this multi-faceted native plants, annuals, flowers, zero chemical spray on any of the food production. You know? So, trying to eradicate invasive species like honeysuckle and Bradford pears, make the Frankenstein,
So when you're eradicating these plants, are you also looking at it as using them as some sort of resource for something, or how are you approaching that? Because there's a lot of honeysuckle on your land.
We have really nice bonfires.
Okay, great. I do see you have the capacity for like setting up a couple trebuchet catapults and launching like flaming pumpkins towards these piles of honeysuckle to get them started. That could be fun. Can we do that sometime?
Possibly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, they like that better than the dirt drink or whatever we were talking about earlier.
The dirt drink.
Yeah. I think that's how I got in here. I called up Rich Stewart. I was like, what do you think about doing this Wake the Farm Up show? He's like, well, flaming red balls. Yep, we're in. Let's do this.
That's a quote.
Yeah, it'll be in ancient scrolls someday.
So on the Bradford pear side of things,
Yeah, you like
we
those?
cut those off and then we graft other fruit-producing pear to them.
Okay, so you can take that rootstock that's doing great here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing some heads explode up there in the balcony section. It looked, I thought at first I thought it was some spaghetti, but it was.
I know.
We even have a legit balcony here.
Yep.
It's like full of people. It's crazy what they're doing out there.
That's down low.
Yep. So you can tell Richard and I have some natural banter here. Catching up with you though, I want to hear a little bit about where you see taking this. As you mentioned earlier, it's a sesquicentennial farm.
Sesquicentennial.
Exactly. What? All I get basically out of it is that was the time period when he reached that he got his own Sasquatch back here. So at this point right here, I want everybody to shout out to our bartender Random back here. This is the Danimal, the local Sasquatch. Just like, we like to remind people and encourage people that are remembering their animalistic selves, and he definitely invoked that. Like this afternoon I was hanging out with him. Good guy. I'm glad that you're attracting and magnifying those kinds of people into this realm. So where are you going to go with this 2023 now?
The goal is more music, more outdoor stuff. So kayak and canoe, entry points along the river, mountain bike trail, hiking trail,
okay.
And Washboardio back there wants to do some type of pickathon along the river, which I'm totally...
Type of what? Pickathon along the river?
Pickathon along the river.
What's a pickathon?
Little stations, individual musicians right on the riverbank.
Okay, so you walk along the river,
Yep.
and occasionally you come across a musician that you want to sit down and listen to a little longer. Maybe you throw like $1 in their hat kind of thing.
You got it.
I like that. Pickathon.
More.
See, like, my Wake the Farm Up brain, when I heard pickathon, I was thinking you'd be walking along the river and there'd be different stations where there's something to pick and eat. So maybe that could be something in there. Who knows? I mean, come on. Let's mix it all up here. Yeah, we'll have a little, like, we'll have some botanical guides along the way or some little infographic with, like, a little Scantron thing. You hit it with your phone and it tells you a couple things.
Elderberry.
Elderberry. All right, so as we wrap up here and get ready for our next guest here, before we do that though, tell us about elderberry. I know it's something you and I definitely have talked about, growing those. I see a lot of wetlands around here.
So we've got a great elderberry population down the river. It's come in naturally. The problem is we compete with nature for the bounty.
What do you mean, compete?
Birds. And the problem with elderberry is it ripens, as you know, at different stages. So it's hard economically to make money off of it. So what we've done is we've started transplanting it onto our hillside, where at the end of each season we mow it, and then it only grows about 6-7 feet tall, so we can net it and prevent the birds from grabbing it.
Yeah. I remember discovering that one year, having rows of elderberries and just letting them grow, and eventually they kind of get woody and there's all kinds of dead branches in there. And one day I just took the brush hog, drove over and just grinded them to the ground. I was going to let them go. But then the next year they all just shot back up, and all the berries were like perfect, reaching height for picking and everything. It's definitely a way to go. Mow them down once every couple of years.
And it's a great berry.
That,
make jams, tinctures.
Some word that I like, have you ever heard farmaging?
No.
That's where you're growing things that are more traditionally right now known as something that you're foraging in the wild, but you're setting them up into systems that make it way more efficient to gather. I mean, the birds are doing it easy, like everywhere they go.
And that's what we're doing. Spice bush.
Turn your hands into little birds.
Yep.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, I hope you guys all get a chance to meet Rich Stewart here tonight. He's a great guy. If you don't get to meet him tonight, try to meet him some other time. He's great for conversation. I love getting to catch up with you here, and appreciate you sharing the space with everybody here.
Thanks for coming out.
And thanks for all your family that have held the farm down all these years.
It was never been sold because it always floods.
When it rains, it pours.
Yep.
1855.
Yep. I'm 6th generation.
All right, everybody, give it up for Rich Stewart, Carriage House Farm. You can hang it up on there. All right. So, something I'm excited about this next piece is Dr. Jennifer Kramer-Wine. She's been the edible Ohio Valley editor for several years now, and has been doing a lot of things to bring our local tri-state area food growers to, the place, putting on coffee tables in everybody's homes so they can read about these growers, what they're doing, catch different stories, and even find different markets and ways to support that whole thing happening. So that's all. There's some edible magazines over here by the farm store that you can pick one up and check one out if you haven't before. I think the magazines are edible too. It's tree fiber, and that's edible. It's a lot of fiber if you need fiber this winter, if you're not getting it from somewhere else. But I'd rather look at the words in there. You'll find a lot more sources of good local food that'll be around. So let's welcome Dr. Jennifer Kramer-Wine here for her initial 2 minutes.
My initial 2 minutes. I just want to say first, I appreciate you, Andy. This is so lovely.
Thank you.
And inspiring, and I love your hat.
Thanks, yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah. I love the sequins.
Right? Yeah. I have this sequins top I could have worn, and we could have matched.
Well, our audio listeners are imagining you in a sequins dress right now.
All right.
So who knows?
Okay. Maybe
Let the audio listeners, doesn't she look amazing tonight, though?
And the black and the hat. Right. Hi, everybody. So I love it too that Andy uses my title, which is very new. I just finished a PhD in 2019. Yay! Thank you. And I studied interdisciplinary studies, and my dissertation was about restorative justice in education. So how your urban districts were implementing restorative justice policies prior to the pandemic. It was really lovely and very fun. And this is kind of that experience, right? This kind of circle of talking about sort of our experiences with local food, and the history of local food, and the pain and the positivity around it too, right? Like having both that yin and yang around local food. So thanks for being here, and thanks for listening, and thanks for being part of this restorative, I would argue, a restorative conversation. My 2 minutes. So Andy had explained that there would be this hourglass in front of me that shows how long 2 minutes exactly is. And I was like, I don't know if I can talk for 2 minutes, so I'm going to try to be the professor with my new doctorate and explain. So Edible Ohio Valley has been around since 2010. So we're in our 13th year. This spring we'll have our 50th issue. And yeah. Celebrating farmers, farms, waking the farm up, producers, people that are using food from farms to grow or create amazing food. It's been such an awesome ride. I actually am not the editor. I do like a lot of the back end stuff. Okay. But I did serve as editor very early on. Our current editor is Bryn Muth, who helps us think through like all of our content and sort of the process of getting all the stories together, and she's amazing. When I did serve as editor, I would have these panic attacks. So this is from like 2011 to 2013.
Real quick, everybody, give her a Wake the Farm Up. I want to hear more about this though, but that was your 2 minutes.
That was?
Yes! I'm allowed to interrupt, but we would love to hear more about it. Like so you were the editor, you're not now. Right. So I'd love to hear about what you are doing with the magazine. Yeah. And I did want to check to see if your PhD, was that actually a post hole digger?
Right on. Yeah, yes, actually it was a post hole. I got 4 of those holes for posts. That's really fun. That was a long time ago too. Yeah.
I remember
so you asked like 4 questions. I don't know what to start with.
Well, just side note, on my 100th Instagram post, I remember I was actually that day putting in posts for a farm, and so I took a picture and said, "This is my 100th post."
Nice. There you go. The double. Is that a double entendre? No, is it?
Maybe triple if you keep on.
Yeah. Post
That's what we like to do in permaculture, is it's stacking functions where you have something on the farm and it's doing more than one thing at a time.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
So back to the editing, not editing. So you needed to edit me saying that you were an editor now. But we all got that edit, so we're now caught up to date. We got our I's crossed and our T's.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah, we're double stacking and all that good stuff. So what question should I answer first? What are you talking about?
Well, my question was about expanding about
my post hole digger? Yes.
Well, whatever you want. This is our conversation. You know, so it's between us. You can even ask me questions.
Okay, cool.
I mean, why not? That's how this goes. You could even just break out into a song right now. That's like, we're very open here at Wake the Farm Up, collecting folklore and folk music from people in all the realms of music they created in.
Right on. Yeah.
But I want to hear more about the magazine for sure too, and like some of your adventures with local foodies in the area with that.
Yeah. My adventures with local foodies, the best stories are actually with Justin and Richard, right? Because we get into some good trouble. So the mission of...
Can we hear about any of that? Tell us
good
more.
Trouble.
Yeah. We love hearing about good trouble.
Right. So probably, when did we start Chefs Collaborative? Was that like 2015, 2016?
Yeah, they started at 20-something.
It was earlier than that.
Well, let's go with 20-something, you know?
20, yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
And so there was a group of us that got together in Findlay Market. We were sitting, around those lovely red tables. It was Richard Justin, Stephen Williams, Eileen Ross, and Rachel Derochet from Grateful Grahams, Lily Burzell, and our goal was to rejuvenate this chapter of Chef's Collaborative. So Chef's Collaborative has like a 10-point mission. Justin can talk about it more, but one of the elements is eating more local food and connecting chefs and being more collaborative, right? So we had all these grand ideas, and we got some of them off the ground, which was awesome. But one of the good troubles was this off the hook event that we held at Newport Aquarium. So I'm like, wait a minute,
What is this event?
Yeah. So it was called Off the Hook.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, right. And it was eating fish while you're looking at fish.
Wait a second, like an aquarium, but you're eating fish sandwiches?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
It's so weird.
I haven't been into a McDonald's in a long time, but the last time I was, McDonald's have fairly clean bathrooms, so if you're traveling on the road, they sometimes become a great place to stop.
Right. Yeah.
And I went to this particular McDonald's, and there was an aquarium, and the lady that worked there was wiping the aquarium, cleaning the glass on it.
Yeah.
And I went by on my way to the bathroom, and I was like, oh wow, is that where you get the McFish sandwich from? She dropped her jaw like on the floor like a cartoon character, and I just kept going. And when I came back, all the employees were looking at me like I was crazy, and they said they got their fish frozen out of the back of the truck. I dropped my jaw and looked at them like they were crazy.
Exactly.
Like, you'd rather have fish frozen out of the back of the truck than fresh out of an aquarium that's right there? Come on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Weirdo.
Right, weirdo. Exactly. Yeah. So that was sort of
I
the
thought Old
concept.
McDonald had a farm.
Right, yeah, no. Old McDonald had a farm. Oh my goodness. So Off the Hook, in all seriousness, was a partnership with Seafood Watch, which was out of the Monterey Bay Aquarium, and we were highlighting like the good fish to eat, right?
Okay. What is the good fish?
Well, I'm gonna have to look to my experts for that. But fish that are like not over harvested in the sea.
Maybe not over harvested. It come from clean parts of the ocean and whatnot.
Right. Yeah. Right.
I mean, what about like Fukushima, the nuclear reactors that went off in Japan, and how their radiation has kind of gone out?
Justin, our
I think
expert
it's
says
fine.
that's fine.
I think it's fine because we're exposed to more radiation than like ever before, and there are other plants and herbs and things out there that help you with radiation and things like that. So I eat my aronia berries. Aronia berries, we can grow them locally here. It's a native plant to here, and they help your body clean out radiation. They've already given them to people that have radiation sickness to recover faster. So it just makes sense to start adapting these things into our food. Aronia?
How do you spell that?
A-R-O-N-I-A.
A-R-O-N-I-A.
That's their botanical name too, so if you speak another language, you can still look that up and find that same plant.
Where would I find it? Like if I went right now, where would I go to get it?
I would believe you'd find frozen aronia berries, like even like at a Whole Foods. They're starting to have been marketed more recently.
Oh.
They're a superfood.
Justin's arguing.
They are a superfood that is comparable to goji berries or acai berries, which are really well marketed.
What do they look like?
They used to be called chokeberries, which is not a very marketable name now, is it? But if you've ever eaten goji berries or acai berries raw, they'll do the same kind of thing. They don't taste that great. A raw goji berry tastes like a bad tomato that survived through a frost.
Yeah.
But then when you dry them, they taste absolutely wonderful.
How do you know this?
I've been eating these things and planting these things and growing these things for years. I used to be part of a group selling goji berries in Cincinnati before people even knew what they were in Cincinnati, like 20-something years ago.
Didn't that get kind of dangerous too? Weren't you guys called like the Goji clan or something
like
that? They got all crazy with the Gojis. Like,
if they liked us, they'd be like, "You Goji."
Sorry, man. I didn't want to tell everyone you're dirty. The stuff about your past.
It got more dirty when I started going aronia. Man, it's like.
See.
Yeah, you see, like the aronias
you
are
shifted from goji to aronia.
Yeah, goji to aronia. Then you start getting, you get a little more. A lot of herbalists will say that you get 10,000 times more energy from a plant that's like fresh that you're picking yourself than you would ordering off the internet, dried and shipped to you.
Yeah. The whole celebrating local food, right?
Yeah.
Eating what's around us.
Maybe we'll do an article on aronia berries sometime in the Edible magazine.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah. I was part of the the Midwest Aronia Association for a while.
Do you feel like you're just you're constantly trying to figure out new fan clubs? I'm gonna make a new fan club That's
for
gonna be
this
like,
one plant,
right?
when it's dried this certain way. There's gonna be a whole fan club for that.
Right. So fascinating.
Perfect.
What other like plants? How do you find other plants to plant? Like how do
I find other plants to plant? For example, tonight talking to Justin earlier, he pulled out.
Yeah.
I think I have it in my pocket still.
He's telling me to take this stuff home.
These beads.
Yeah.
These beads, like, I don't know, like,
It's
our
kind of
audio
so...
listeners can't see these,
Yeah.
but I have this, like, strand of beads. They look like some kind of Mardi Gras bead or something.
Well, they're not quite that shiny.
You could get really creative on
a little
ideas
bigger.
what they might be. But they're, this is a
So it's
ground
a
nut.
string with like little,
This is Apios. It's one of our native root crops.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a few of these growing, but it's nice to diversify when you're planting things, especially from roots. Because when I plant these, they're not going to really cross-pollinate each other. They're all going to be of the same.
Because they're tubers.
So having
right?
other roots at
that
home, putting these in, they'll be able to cross-pollinate, eventually make seed, and potentially go a little more feral and plant themselves.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we like to do that.
Yeah. How did you find... So you found this through Justin.
Yeah, he was showing me just earlier. He's got a box of them. He grows a lot of those.
Uh-huh. How do you find other things to plant in your permaculture
I go on
paradise?
quests. So I live in Indiana. Some people call me Andy Jones because I really Jones to learn things, and I go on special quests. Sometimes I have to like jump across like creeks and things and climb through different rocky jags and find different plants of sorts. And
Right. So you have to like keep your nice
talking to people, learning from other people, learning like plants are amazing. When I was a young man learning about plants in my teenage years, I met a guy that was 70 something. He told me even then he's been studying plants his whole life and he doesn't know all of it. Nobody does.
Right, yeah.
There's so many
So
realms to
sharing.
learn about plants. Like a landscaper, you'll talk to them and they'll know all the plants that are in your local nurseries, but they won't know all the plants in the woods. Maybe some of them will, okay?
Right.
And then there's other people that do wetland delineations. They'll know all the plants that are down in the wetlands, but you take them up on a ridge top, they might not know all those plants.
Yeah.
There's people that are specialized in just native plants.
Yeah.
There's people that specialize just in invasive plants. There's so many different realms to work with plants.
Yeah, right.
I feel like I've worked in all those realms.
You've worked in all the realms. The up, the down.
Yeah.
That's great. I was talking to Beth, one of the audience members tonight, about foraging, and which made me, whenever I hear foraging, I always think mushrooms. That's the first thing that pops into my mind. And we own some property in Indiana and Brown County.
Okay.
And there's some chanterelles on the property. So in June, July, a bunch of chanterelles, right? They're beautiful. And my husband Dennis went to pick them. And picked like pounds and pounds of chanterelles.
Okay.
What he thought were chanterelles.
Uh-oh.
Exactly right. So do you know what got mixed into the chanterelles?
I'm not sure what got mixed in, but yeah, you want to know before you
need
go
to know.
picking and eating
Yeah.
mushrooms.
Exactly right. So they look like, so mushrooms have sort of a counterpart that's like deadly sometimes, right? Most of the time.
Right.
It's like it's that back to that yin and yang.
Not always, but you want to
lot of
know
the
that.
times,
You want
right,
to know
yeah.
that. There's things like boletes. There's no poisonous bolete that grows in North America.
Oh.
There's things like chicken of the woods. To somebody, I guess, I mean, there could be something to somebody who doesn't know exactly what chicken of the woods looks like. They can mistake it for something because they want it to be chicken of the woods.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. People are like, oh, I
It's like
want these to be chanterelles.
A law of nature.
I
or
want them
something,
to be.
you
My
know?
friends on Instagram are posting
Right.
pictures of them. I want them too.
I need to be like them. Yeah.
These are the little golden
Yeah.
trumpets coming out from here.
Yeah. So jack-o'-lanterns.
They
are
were
the
jack-o'-lanterns.
mushrooms.
Okay. Were
Not
they growing
all
on
of them.
logs?
I don't know. Dennis
Okay.
was there alone picking them.
The chanterelles, they'll just
terrible
grow up
experience.
from the forest floor off of oak, the rhizomes for them grow in
Oh, wow.
oak forests off the
Uh-huh.
roots,
Uh-huh.
where the jack-o'-lanterns will grow more off of rotting terrestrial
Well,
logs.
that's good to know. The other thing I think was that one of them has the gills on the underside of the cap, and the opposite
that
one
would be
doesn't
the-
have. But I don't remember which one is which.
That would be the jacks for sure.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I did see a picture one time of a mushroom. It's called the death cap. And what the death cap does is it digests your digestive system to the point where then your digestive system will digest your insides because your stomach acid will get out in there. So this picture I saw once, it's like classic for foragers. I do plant walks. Some people joined us earlier today for a plant walk on the land here. It's common, people are like, can you eat that? Can you eat that? Can you eat that? And it's a joke, in forage teaching, it's like you can eat anything once. But this death cap mushroom picture I saw was so funny. It said, this mushroom will make you feel full the rest of your life.
Your limited life. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Feel full.
So yeah, be careful out there with those mushrooms. Yeah,
exactly.
Some will make you taller, some will make you shorter.
Yeah, right. So taller and shorter, sicker. And,
we'll
go ask Alice.
I think we're gonna ask Alice sometime soon. So keep an eye out on that.
Right on.
Well, I'd really love to talk with you a lot more. Something I do remember you mentioning before this show, you were mentioning a podcast that you might be creating. Is that something you'd want to share about now? You don't have to. I can
find my notes.
This is
Justin
fun
Richard,
with the live show. I can always edit something out if I need to. But.
Justin and Richard and I, this is more of our good trouble. We were talking about doing a monthly podcast for 2023, and Catfish was there. I don't remember the name of it. We had a funny name. No. It was a really good name, but we're gonna have to keep you.
You'll have to get your pod back together.
We're gonna have to get the pod back together. Yeah.
I think the three of you guys would have a lot of good banter. Definitely for the Cincinnati edible area of Ohio Valley.
Right. Yeah. Our 10-county region, 9-county region. Yeah. The greater Cincinnati region.
I always like growing up around the area here. People would call it the tri-state. Just being a Hope State prepper, I'm just going to say it right now. Wake the farm up. Let's make it a Dew State area, not a tri-state area,
Dew State.
I mentioned Han Solo and the Wookiee earlier.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's like Yoda. What does Yoda say? We do not try, we do.
We do.
Something like that.
We must. We must. Oh, that's great. That's very fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone here, let's give it up for Dr. Jennifer Kramer-Wine. It's been so fun. So we've got 3 more guests tonight. I'm excited. Are you guys having a fun time? It's like, you never know what to expect. And if you came to another Wake Up the Farm show, it'd be a whole different experience. We might be saying, what the farm the whole time. Or maybe we're going to say, we want the farm. You might even be saying that later too. So our next guest coming up, I'm really excited about. It's a friend of mine. I've known her for a long time, and she's been on the Wake the Farm Up show before, so you can go back and check out some of those episodes. She's been inspired this year to go grocery store free. This is Liz Virgo. I'm going to grab you a mic here, and Liz Virgo is going to get 2 minutes, and then we're going to have some fun chopping it up here on the mics. Come on.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Yep. I'm Liz Virgo, and somebody pointed out to me yesterday that I'm the Grocery Free Yogi. So I do yoga, and I don't eat food from the grocery store when I'm not raising my 2 little kids. Or actually while I'm raising my 2 little kids. It's all simultaneous. But, so I got into permaculture gardening in 2017 and turned most of my front yard into a big garden. Got really into herbalism after having some insomnia and other health stuff, and started growing a lot of my own herbs. Started foraging in 2019 and got really into it last year just by the amazing luck of meeting some great foragers who wanted to share and being really open to going to different places and just getting into the plants. So when I was in the midst of all this process, I would take little weeks off from the grocery store. I got really just excited about the farmers markets. I've always been excited about farmers markets for the last few years, but I got really passionate about it and would take weeks off. And after a while, I was like, okay, well, what would it be to do an entire year? I've had a friend that I met who does other extreme projects like this, and I was inspired because he spent an entire year eating food only that he had foraged or grown in gardens himself. My friend Rob Greenfield, who some of y'all might have met or heard before. So Rob and I struck up a really strong friendship, and he started mentoring me, and I decided that I wanted to do something similar and wanted to start trying to inspire other people as well. So I went grocery free at the beginning of this year and have been posting about it on social media, which is like the most obnoxious thing in the world to my 1 and 4-year-old. They're like, will you please get off your phone, Mom? And and I do eventually, but I get on there and I make posts, and that's been really amazing how social media has like connected me to other people.
Wake the farm up. That was 2 minutes. We can keep going with this.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, let's hear it for Liz Virgo. That's a great inspiration to get going in a conversation for sure. You're 3-4 weeks into it now, being grocery store free. Have you even walked inside of one?
I had to get a money order once, so I did get a money order.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't offer those at the market stand over here, huh?
I know. I found out. I like had to go to the post office afterwards and found out that they do them there. I was like, I could have avoided it altogether.
Yeah. So starting in January here too, with our winters and climates, mixing and foraging might be a little bit challenging, but since you've been doing it for a bit, you feel like you have some things stocked up in your pantry that you've collected and harvested and whatnot.
Yeah, I knew I was going to do this probably in October. I started really investing, and so I harvested a lot of acorns. And acorns has been a big thing that I've been eating. And I did have a lot of apples and stuff, too.
Oh, I love that you're telling us all about eating acorns.
I love acorns. They're
I know
spicy.
we were gathering some of those bur oaks not far from where you live this fall, and the bur oaks are probably my favorite acorn to collect 'cause they're big, and the tannins in them are lower than most acorns. So when you collect those, you're getting like a lot more than like a pin oak. They're edible too, but they're tiny, super tiny.
Yeah, except for I like destroyed my nails opening those bur oak. They are serious.
Whoa, you destroyed your nails.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It was worth it. But,
okay.
But I did tear up some nails.
Well, your nails they've recovered.
They're good now.
So
They've recovered.
Yeah.
It was totally worth it. Although, honestly, I haven't even tried the bur oak acorn yet. I've been eating all my red oak acorn.
Yeah,
So.
I like the red acorn. They're pretty big nut as well.
They're good. I mean, I haven't been doing a lot of spices and stuff, so I feel like it kind of has a spice within the flour itself, because it's almost like almonds, you know. Almonds have their own flavor, and you can make an extract out of it. So with the acorn, I feel like it's got its own richness and flavor.
Nice. Yeah, you can pull a plant spirit out of that.
Right.
So some of our listeners know how to eat acorns, but I imagine a lot of them are still curious about how they would do that. They might pick one up tomorrow and try it and be like, whoa, this girl's got some crazy like palate. She's eating those things.
No.
Like, you're not just like a squirrel out there like...
No,
yeah.
I mean, I definitely feel a bit like a squirrel. I feel like I'm getting more squirrely in my foraging. But no, I don't have the tail. So with acorns, you want to leach out the tannins. So there's a toilet bowl method, which, you know, which I have not used, but a lot of people like to just put them in the back of the toilet bowl because that's sanitary, and every time the toilet bowl flushes, it leaches some of the tannins. I haven't gotten there yet, but so right now.
Yeah. I wonder if that helps keep your toilet clean, or if it'll like give it like a stain.
Yeah, you hear it's just some serious coloration that happens with that. But for me,
acorn skid marks.
Yeah, so first you have to figure out, like, there's some, you know, the bur oaks, you gotta take a serious hammer and get it on some concrete outside. The red oaks, I can do inside with a small hammer. But you gotta figure out where to crack your acorn open with a hammer. It's good to put it directly in some water after you've cracked it, because they do start to oxidize and it changes the color. So I'll throw it in some water. Then after I've gotten them all taken out, and you also have to look for boll weevils, by the way.
They're edible too.
they are. I hear they're good protein.
Those, yeah.
I personally throw the boll weevil ones out for the squirrels, and I come out the next day and they're all gone. The squirrels are happy.
If you have chickens love those. They'll turn them into eggs really quick and compost, you know.
Right? So it's all good. It's good for everybody. It's still worth opening it out. You help a squirrel and chicken out. And But I put them directly into water, and then I afterwards drain the water out and grind it up until it's like a meal, and then leach out tannins for a while just by putting in water every day and then pouring out the water. And actually, I guess you had on, I don't know if it was last time or a couple times before, but Michael Woost was taking my tannins that I was doing, and he was tanning animal hides with my acorn
That's
tannins.
a good benefit of the yield coming from that. Turning it in stacking functions, like we said earlier with permaculture, and multiple functions. There's not a direct waste stream. You're trying to keep it turning into something.
Yeah, I really thought it, like, I feel like I remember hearing about how people used to do this, and I'm like so amused. I'm like, yeah, people used to. I'm doing it right now.
So the way I think the first people would have leached the acorns out here, they would dig holes in creeks that were seasonal. So when the seasonal rains come, they would wash through, and then they'd pull them all out, and then be able to process those, dry them into a powder, a flour, and then make breads with them that they could store throughout the year.
Yeah, so
drop it in a soup, and it makes a soup thickener, all kinds of things.
Right, and I need more indigenous teachers and stuff too, because there is one item that I have an exception for from the grocery store, and that's baking powder.
Baking powder.
Yeah, baking powder, baking soda. So, I mean, I have looked up how to make baking powder using baking soda and cream of tartar and something else, and cornstarch. And I know there's a local organic cornstarch where I could get, so I could do all that work, but so far I have cheated on baking powder and baking soda.
We won't tell. Wait.
Just told
everybody knows. I like that, though. You're letting people know how you're feeling it out and making it work.
Yeah, well, the real ultimate, I mean, I have a lot of personal reasons why I'm doing this. There's so much ways that I want this to work on me as an individual, but I also want people to be inspired and to feel like they could maybe take some steps in their own life. I don't think that everybody needs to stop going to the grocery store, but, I want to make it accessible so people can start taking steps.
Yeah, I mean, I would love it if more people were supporting, like there's a farm market stand here at Carriage House that has a lot of items that are basic that people could use.
Oh, yes. I'm going to get some before I leave.
There you go. There's like beans and things they grew and different items over here, as well as like their vinegars they make. They make the actual vinegar itself. I know a lot of herbalists at farm markets that will take vinegar and infuse herbs and different things in it, but these guys are actually making their own vinegar by pressing things. I'm excited to hear more about that in a bit. So
yeah, I'm drinking vodka and gin with the ginger that they grew here on the farm, and it's amazing.
That's great. I got to try some of that ginger they make. They grow it and then they dry it after making a syrup out of it. The ginger that's left over, then they candy and dry it, and it was phenomenal. I love ginger.
It's amazing. Yes.
I love the way it tickles my throat.
Yes, and I love that. Like, that's a local thing. There's so much stuff that I'm learning that I didn't know that ginger was something that can grow very easily around here. And I learned about, like, actually trifoliate oranges, or trifoliate. I always call them trifoliate. I don't know why I decided there's an I in there.
I think there is a trifoliate.
Well. Yeah. The trifoliate, I think, oranges that you told me about pushed me over the edge and was what made me think that I could actually do this.
Yeah, we call it dewfoliate now.
Dewfoliate?
Not trifoliate.
All right, see, I need to learn this thing. But
I was geeking out over there.
I was like, oh, there's citrus? I'm not going to die of scurvy? Let's do this. The oranges didn't last quite as long in the fridge as I wanted, but I was already encouraged. And people have even gifted me oranges from Florida growers and stuff, so I'm still not going to get scurvy.
Not even in the grocery store.
Right.
So one way that we can avoid scurvies at this time of the year, on our plant walk, we were looking at white pine. So the white pine needles at this time of the year have their highest concentration of vitamin C. You can make a white pine tea any time of the year, and it'll taste good and pine needle-y. But the time of the year right now that you make it, it's going to have higher amounts of vitamin C. There's also a substance in it called MSM, which is really good for yoga. It's like it feeds you nutrients to your connective tissue. People that are not very stretchy have taken high amounts of this stuff and been able to go do a yoga class all the way through.
That's awesome.
I've seen, I actually knew the drummer from Sly and the Family Stone. and he was like in his upper 60s when I was hanging out with him, and he was about to go do a family reunion tour. He had carpal tunnel kicking in on his arms, and he's about to be playing this drum set like he did when he was 20, you know. He started taking some of that, and it definitely helped him. His carpal tunnel went away, and he was able to do all his sets just like he wanted to.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean,
it's free right there in the white pine trees. It's just...
Right? And I'm the thing is too is that I think people assume that I'm a bit more knowledgeable about this stuff than I am because I have gotten into it, but so far this has just been like me following leads that I'm falling into and just like doing my own thing. But by putting myself out here a lot more, I'm making a lot more connections. And you know, I've been applying for herbalism programs and stuff like that, agricultural fellowships and stuff. So
She's really doing all this while raising 2 young children right now too. And
like
she
in
does
diapers.
so much. It's amazing.
Respect, mama. Respect, mama. Respect.
I'm super happy she was able to come out here and to have this ginger special treat, all this, like, have some good fun, adult fun with us here. Yeah, appreciate you coming out.
Thank you so much.
Let's give it up for Liz Virgo.
Thank you.
Really, like, do you want to share about your podcast?
Oh yeah, sure.
Wait a minute. So you got
Wait a
podcast?
second.
What's it called? Tell about it. Tell about it.
Tell about it. We go. Wait.
Yeah. Well, I haven't launched it quite yet, to be honest. So, but I am coming out with a podcast. I'm going to call it the Grocery Free Yogi. It should be launching about next week. I'm also working on my website right now, which will be at lizvirgo.com. Have yoga and foraging and all this grocery free content. But yeah, I'm really hoping to connect to others in this process. I feel like this is something that I'll have to put my timeline out when my podcast comes out, because there have been so many points in my life that have led me to this. There have been so many things that have created the person that I am, but it's been challenging without community. And I really think that I can connect to other people, and that will be satisfying for me. Other people will be able to be inspired, and it's just the things that I will learn, the things that I'll be able to teach. It's cyclical, and I'm so grateful.
Yeah, it's healthful too. Cyclical and healthful.
Yeah. So I don't know where it'll take me, but I'm definitely going down this path a lot further, and I hope y'all will come with me.
I love that. Yeah. You're very inspiring.
What's up, guys?
Your passion is what this show's all about too. This show is definitely something that started from passion, and we're here to support and encourage people that are following their passions. There's too many things out there that are supporting and encouraging people to not follow their passions, so we're trying to just be another vessel that encourages and supports each other doing these things.
Yes.
Appreciate you so much being here.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been so great to learn so much, and just listening to the podcast. Everybody keep listening to the podcast, because there's really awesome local people, and I've been connecting and doing plant walks with people, and this is a place to come to connect for community.
Yeah. How can people connect with you if they want to, like, any tips on trying to keep themselves out of the grocery store? Maybe there's some way or some item that they're looking for they just can't find. Is there any, like, pointers, like websites or stores like this farm stand here or something that conglomerates that?
Definitely this farm store here. I'll give y'all a couple little hints and tips just from what I've done so far. I've gotten everything that I can need from the Northside Farmers Market, which is close to my house, and ETC Produce, which is at Findlay Market. I also get some meat from butchers at Findlay Market. But take these tips now, and then also reach out to me now. I'm at Liz Virgo's Life on Instagram, and I have a Facebook page. But if you want these tips for free, then right now is the time to reach out, because once I got like everything launched out, I'm gonna be more like, sign up for my Patreon.
Subscribe.
Yep, that's the plan. So reach out now.
Yeah. Like anybody doing anything can only hope to have like a fraction of the many followers that Moses had.
Right.
I mean, I think that dude's got it down. What?
You zone out for just a half a second and we go there.
Yeah, next thing you know, we got with like some kind of tablets and things. So yeah, we look forward to having Liz Virgo on the show again later in this year and hearing how the grocery store free year is going. And
yeah, and it's going to be more than a year, by the way. This has been one of the easiest things I've ever done in my life. I'm in the grocery store for free forever.
Some of these things turn into long-time things. She did mention a guy named Rob Greenfield earlier, and one of the crazy things he did, I don't know how long, but over a month, he was wearing all the garbage that he generated during that month. I saw a picture of him. It was absolutely amazing. I fell in love with the guy as soon as I saw that, way before anything else I heard about him. But he's like, you can find this guy. He's got this picture. He's got all the garbage that he created over a month, and he's wearing it. And he's like walking around
in New York City.
Yeah, he looks like the guy in Ghostbusters or Michelin tire guy or something. Yeah. So,
but yeah, no, and that was a huge thing too. Is like I realized when he did his project, he learned that a lot of that waste was food stuff, like food packaging.
Right.
And I wanted to really reduce my food packaging. I've always been kind of a hardcore environmentalist. I've like hang dried all my clothes since I was 16. I'm out there in a whole lot of other ways. But I wanted to reduce my food packaging, so this is a huge part of why I picked up this project.
That's great. Love that. Well, I appreciate you so much. Yeah. Let's all give it up for Liz Virgo. Thank you for coming to Wake Farm Up.
Thank you all.
Call me later, saw me later, oh, and I'm okay now. I'm elated, gonna say it, oh, I'm elated. Call me Sarah, I'm elated, calling, I'ma get it, oh. Why'd I say gon' call me later, go and call me later. Call me later, saw me later, oh, and I'm okay now. I'm elated, gonna say it, oh, I'm elated. Call me Sarah, I'm elated, calling, I'ma get it, oh. Why'd I say gon' call me later, go and call me later. Call me later, saw me later, oh, and I'm okay now. I'm elated, gonna say it, oh, I'm elated. Call me Sarah, I'm elated, calling, I'ma get it.
want to say we brought up Northside Farmers Market a few times tonight. I just want to give a little bit of unspoken history in Cincinnati here. This guy making music here, Stefan101, buddied up with I way back in the day to get Northside Farmers Market having a winter market. The market ended one year in the late fall, and I was like, what? I still have stuff. He had a furniture store, like a vintage furniture store called Red Polly down in Northside. Right, there was a bus stop and everything. So we rocked out that market that year. Had so much fun. He would DJ music in the store. People would come in and out. We'd have a different vintage couch to hang out on each time. And years later, now there's like 30-something winter market vendors at that market. So that's what we do. We wake the farm up in so many ways. So our next guest is another one of our wonderful people that are creating things right here at Lost Bridge Beverage Company. We got Justin, get up here, dude. Come on, I want you up here, dude. Yeah. Next, coming up here soon. And here's some grub while we're waiting. All right, so let me grab you a mic. We got Justin Dean is up here now of Lost Bridge Beverage Company, and he's even brought himself some snacks for a while. He's up. He's a hungry guy right now. He loves local food so much. Even during his 2 minutes here, he's probably gonna snack. So, all right, Justin, you ready for 2 minutes, man? Welcome everybody. Welcome, Justin. Roll.
Flip it. You ready?
Flip, man. You're rolling, man.
Are you sure?
The sands of time are yours.
2 minutes?
I'm not going to interrupt anymore.
I'm getting thrown off by the sequins. You look so sexy.
Do you need me to scoot away somewhere?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Hi, guys. I'm going to... Right there? You're good? You like that?
Let's give him a little bit more time here. Let's.
Oh God.
We have control over time here. The time. He's
gonna actually start the 2 minutes over. Classic.
It was like that Beatles album or something going backwards.
There you go.
All right, sands of time have been renewed.
Welcome everyone. I'm kind of a simple guy. I'm a classically trained chef. Grew up in Mason County, Kentucky. Yeah, there we go. Decided to go to culinary school. Dipped off to Johnson & Wales in Providence, Rhode Island, and Charleston, South Carolina. Kind of split my time between the two, and ended up graduating. Decided to figure out where I wanted to live, and one of my roommates was in Cincinnati working at the Masonette at the time. So he said they were hiring, so I came back to the Masonette, and I had 2 interviews in the same day. One was with George Hayden, who was the chef at the time, who offered me $7.50 an hour to work garde manger, and I said, cool, that's awesome. I could work with one of the greatest chefs in the world. And then that afternoon I had an interview with Richard Brown, who was the maitre d', and Richard said, you've been waiting tables for 3+ years? And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, you can start as a back waiter, and I'll guarantee you $150 in tips alone on a Saturday night. And I was like, I've got a lot of student loans. I was like, let's go to the front house. So started working at the Masonette, and flipped to the front of the house, and George Hayden was kind of pissed off.
What the farm?
Yeah.
That's been 2 minutes, and I get to cut him off. But I didn't say wake the farm up, because where he cut off there, I was like, what the farm? What? He's like...
That is not 2 minutes.
He wants to squeeze 2 minutes into like 20
Catfish.
minutes. I know from talking to this guy already.
Catfish.
Like,
Can you please have this thing checked? It is not 2 minutes.
All right, it's getting the sand of time is getting taken off to the lab. So I know one of the things I'm really curious, and I know a lot of our podcast listeners from preemptively getting ready for this show, one of your taglines was that you're an acid alchemist. You should have seen some of the comments. I was like, what's going on there in Cincinnati, man? Like,
dude, I mean, I can't tell you all my secrets. I mean,
you're not on.
This is on the internet, right?
This is on the internet, so yeah, tell us all your secrets.
Oh shit. So
it's on the internet. People in New Zealand love this and listen.
Well, I mean,
so you guys know this podcast was in the top 60 comedy interview podcasts
in New Zealand.
In New Zealand in July.
Yes, in July. in July. So
here's to the Kiwis.
So we got that going for us.
Yeah, they're listening to this. They're curious about who all these people were that you were bussing for and stuff.
So years ago, I met up with the amazing Dick, my business partner, Richard Stewart.
Whoa.
And we found a waste stream. I mean, I've been in the restaurant business my entire life, and I've seen waste. There's always shit being thrown in the trash constantly, and nobody even thinks about alcohol. I mean, alcohol, like everything else, has a shelf life.
Nobody thinks about alcohol.
As being a waste product.
Okay. But when it's Friday, people are thinking about that often.
Everybody's thinking about alcohol 7 days a week.
Yeah, like
but nobody ever thinks about alcohol as a waste product. They just think about alcohol as alcohol.
Gotcha.
Something to have fun with, or to cook with, or whatever. So, being in the industry I was in, I found that there was a waste stream, and I knew that there was wine distributors that were throwing away alcohol on a regular basis. And to me, that's money being thrown down the drain, because vinegar is fermented alcohol. So it's a two-stage fermentation. You ferment sugar, yeast, fruit, whatever, into alcohol. That alcohol is then fermented a secondary time with the addition of citric acid and vinegar. So it's a seamless integration. So there's a lot of wineries, a lot of breweries, people with waste products. So we started Madhouse Vinegar Company, which is...
Madhouse is like a mixture, like, I guess the name... I'm just assuming
the name came from Mad Tree Brewery,
which we talked about earlier,
and Carriage House. So
why didn't you guys go with Carriage Tree?
It's just cheesy as fuck, dude. Seriously. Carriage Tree.
Maybe that's another brand you guys could develop with them.
Maybe that's something that Danimal will run with, but I'm not going to go for it, dude.
I mean, what do you do with, like, is there ever waste vinegar? You just use it to clean something, right? Or...
I mean, honest, we've probably had 1 or 2 batches of vinegar that it went bad, and I mean, honestly, we just dump it on the fields and irrigate.
You ever mix it with baking soda? Just for fun?
Just to clean out the drains.
I mean, even if you don't go to grocery stores, I mean, that's a good reason to go to the grocery store, apparently, right? You go in there and get some baking soda and mix it with your vinegar and have fun.
Yeah, I mean, I actually buy vinegar from the grocery store to clean my drains with, because I'm not going to
use
my vinegar to clean the drain with.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I mean,
so
I feel you.
I love talking about plants on this show. So I know you have gotten really into the alchemy with the vinegar, the acid, but working with plant spirits, I know there's different bitters and different drinks that people have been having tonight that have plants that were grown here. Like, how did that first kind of get inspired here, like with the vinegars? And you started working with a lot of the different plants, making bitters and things.
I mean, I'm a chef, so I mean, I started working with Richard years ago when I was buying produce from Carriage House Farms.
Okay.
For 5 restaurants that I oversaw at the time, and it kind of morphed into what we're doing now. And I mean, I can thank one of my mentors and one of my best friends, Steve Geddes, who's a chef and master sommelier. He's currently one of 2 people to hold that title in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, just think about that.
Who's the other one?
2 people. I can't remember his first name, but in the sommelier realm, he's referred to as Master Bates.
Oh, wow. He must really like his own food.
No, it's his last name. I think his name's Steve Bates or something like that.
He's also a solitaire, like, champion.
Yeah. I think he's really good at hand wrestling as well. But anyway. So, I mean, Steve Geddes is, I mean, the guy has an amazing palate, and he taught me more about food in 2 years than I learned in 15 previous years of my culinary career. And Steve came to me looking for the purity of food, sense of place. Steve was a master sommelier and a chef in Vegas, consulting all over the world with some of the top people in the world. And all he had to do was pick up the phone, and he could call any purveyor, and the next day, anything would show up at his door. I mean, whether it was Muscovy duck, foie gras, chanterelle mushrooms, morel mushrooms, anything like that.
Barrel cactus seeds or something.
But he had no fucking idea who was growing them.
Oh.
No fucking clue.
He didn't even know their names?
No.
He probably didn't even know the chicken's name he was roasting.
He had no clue. So Steve had a split between projects he was working on. So Steve said, I'll give you 6 months.
Okay.
I'll give you a 6-month contract. I'll come to Cincinnati. I will help you open Local 127.
Local 127.
Local 127. I said, come on, let's do it. 3.5 years later, Steve left and moved back to Vegas.
He liked it here, huh?
He called me his hillbilly Sherpa.
Okay, so Cincinnati was a hillbilly town for him?
No, I was his hillbilly Sherpa. I mean,
hillbilly Sherpa.
We had at least, I think our highest number was like 72 farms and artisans that we supply or bought products from for Local 127.
Wow.
Some of them was one time a year, some of them was every other week, depending on what they were supplying us with.
And were you able to keep track of all those and kind of like have a little poster sharing that with people? That's always good. People know these things. Look up on the wall. At the farm here.
We have the tri-state map, and we have a dot on every single producer that
look at all that doing. When you guys leave here tonight, check out the map on the wall. Anybody that's on this audio experience, I'll probably take a picture of that because it's really cool to see what they're doing here in the tri-state area. That's, you know, there's a lot of things on there.
Oh yeah. I mean,
that's just like, I know, cause that's just like a little sample of it too.
I mean, it's like dipping your fucking toe in the water. I mean, this is nothing.
I mean, there's a lot of people that don't go to grocery stores. There's a lot of people that don't even go to farmers markets, but they're providing all their own food, like hunting or having their own gardens, all these things too. It's fascinating.
And I mean, my goal here at Lost Bridge is, I mean, I'm the head distiller, and we're producing a gin that I think is really fucking good.
Can you say that, a gin?
I can say it again, or a gin.
Yeah.
But it's what? It's really fucking good. So, I mean, our goal here is, we've got a culinary garden. We've got 45 acres here to play with. I mean, my goal is within 3 years is to have every botanical that goes into any alcoholic product that we grow here or produce here is grown on the farm or foraged in Appalachia.
Foraged in Appalachia, like you would consider this Appalachia, like, or you're trying to go down to the Blue Ridge or something.
Everywhere. I mean, all around this area. I mean, the tri-state. I mean, like, we're currently producing fig bitters.
Fig bitters.
Fig and spice bush bitters.
I saw all the figs. There's a lot of fig trees around the patios out here.
We've got probably close to 36 fig trees here on the farm currently, and we're propagating more and more every year.
Go figure.
So the figs, and then the spice bush, which is grown here on the farm, and then we also forage spice bush locally. Then we also have an orange bitters, and people are like, well, you're producing orange bitters in the Midwest, but I mean, what's local about it? I think you guys touched on it.
You got the Dufoliate oranges?
Well, you touched on it with Dr. Jen. Yeah.
With the you talking about the hardy oranges?
The hardy orange, the trifoliate. I mean, it's a hardy orange, and it tastes like shit. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys.
I know I have a totally different palate, but I'll pick those things off the tree, and I'll just like eat them like little candy balls. I'll even eat the seeds sometimes too.
Dude, those things are horrible.
They're bitter for most people.
Bitter. Seriously, dude. I mean, I've been messing with these things for like 10 years.
There are varieties too. One of the trees I have is called a flying dragon.
I've got that's
and they're a little bit shorter.
Yeah, that's the same one I'm using. Yeah.
Okay.
And that curly fucking long spikes.
Yeah, I like mine, but people do tease me about my strange palate. Like I describe hackberries as tasting like milk duds. You know, like all these things. Like, Kentucky coffee tree, you know, they taste like the world's best dark chocolate to me. But
I have to
other
get up
people-
here with a warning. Don't you always be careful with whatever this guy, Ouiwey. If this guy ever gives you some berry off a tree when we go on a plant walk with them, because the plant walks are awesome.
It's like magical.
Don't let him
Willy
tell you it
Wonka
tastes like
world out there
chocolate.
for my
It
palate.
probably doesn't taste like chocolate, Ouiwey. That's all I'm saying, dude.
Straight up.
Hey, but you know, like I've been with people that have tried chocolate itself from the actual chocolate tree before, and they don't think it tastes like chocolate. But it's like how does that make even any sense?
Dude,
Because people are used
you're
to
also wearing a
chocolate
sequin hat.
mixed with sugar and stuff like that, you know. And the sequin hat is like that, you know. I made some milk duds out of my hat or something. But yeah, I described things tasting like milk duds simultaneously. I haven't eaten a milk dud in probably like 3 decades. Like,
Seriously, I mean,
it gives me
high
the feeling
fructose
I
corn
had when
syrup.
I was a kid, and I got one for trick-or-treating or something, or at the swimming pool, and I ate them, and was like, hey, I can do that for free off a tree now.
So I brought something very special
Yeah?
because I found out that you do not eat pork.
You found out that I don't eat pork.
Yeah, from your very
Dude,
first podcast.
Like you, oh my gosh,
Dude, you
were,
tell me.
He was getting into my secret files, and he found out the one of the 10,000 things on this planet that I don't normally eat.
I mean, seriously. I mean, who doesn't eat pork?
Who doesn't eat pork? Well, partially
Oh my
for
God.
me, it's not like a religious thing. It's more like a family thing with like heart congestion. And there's most pork. I would say most pork has a cholesterol that can get into your heart.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second.
What the farm?
Yeah,
We gotta
exactly.
wait the
What
farm
the
up
fuck?
moment coming here. I can
Yeah.
tell already. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Dude, seriously. I mean,
I want to see you get this in 2 minutes. Otherwise, we could be here for another half hour. We got more stuff coming up on the stage here, so jump in here.
pork is some of the healthiest you can eat. It is healthier than beef. I mean, seriously. I mean, do the research. Look it up. I mean, especially the pork that I've got.
Yeah, so he's got some pork. This is his snack that he brought up for the show. It's some. It looks like it's like dried or smoked pork or something. Or
It is
Shark.
Woodlands pork mountain ham. This
Woodlands pork mountain ham.
This is a 5-year-old ham that was cured with one thing and one thing only.
What?
Or, I'm sorry, 2 things.
2 things.
Pork and salt.
Pork and salt.
Pork and salt.
Okay, so it was cured with itself.
With itself. And salt for 5 years. And these pigs are a cross between the Russian wild boar and the Ossabaw Island pig.
Okay.
And they were raised in the woods of West Virginia, and they were finished on 100 acres of woodlands Appalachian forest.
Can you show me? I know our audio experiences again won't get this, but like, you know, in Michigan, people are always like, I live right here, and they show you the palm of their hand. I love when my West Virginia friends, they like to point out where things came from in West Virginia, and they do this kind of thing where they hold up their middle finger and stick their thumb out, and they're like, I'm from right up here.
Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Okay, where's that on the
Mothman. Have you heard of
up
Mothman?
in here? Mothman?
Yeah. It's where Mothman.
I don't know Mothman. Is that like a show that was on Mystery Science Theater 3000 or
West
something?
Virginia. You get off the first main road, the paved road, and then you've got 20 miles.
You take a right after that sycamore
No,
tree?
you actually take a left.
Left, okay. Take a left
And
at
it's
that
left
sycamore.
past the White Oak.
White oak, okay.
Yeah, we don't do sycamore.
You gotta identify
White
these
oak-
trees to get to this
No.
place.
White oaks produce mast.
Yeah,
Mast,
it's mast
pigs
and
fit
nut.
it.
Okay.
Pigs eat.
The pigs will get under there and eat that.
Yes, that's
It's
the
the most
whole thing.
efficient way to pick up nuts.
So, our ham tastes
So he's
like
eating acorns too.
our ham tastes like Appalachia.
Okay.
It tastes like the Appalachian mast forest. So we have manicured those forests in West Virginia, and the only thing that's there for the pigs to eat is hickory nuts, walnuts, persimmons, pawpaws. So we've eradicated all the
There's
invasive
so many
species.
people out here that want to eat all those things too, and he's just like letting pigs eat them all.
Hell yeah!
Because there's a lot of people that want to eat pigs. So we need to grow a lot more of these food systems producing these foods so people can eat them, so they can eat more pigs that are eating this stuff. I mean, to me, like a field a forest that's got pigs running around eating acorns is a lot prettier than pigs stuck inside of a little building with a big corn or soybean farm on the outside. I mean, I know that's all like, there's farmers listening to this that grow soy and corn, and that's all good for what they're doing, but this is fascinating. You could just have them picking the thing up. You don't even need a rolling machine out to harvest it.
You were talking about mulberries earlier.
I love mulberries.
Mulberries are one of the best forage crops for pigs.
Okay.
Because there are year-round, ever-bearing mulberries that produce fruit all year round.
Wait,
you're used to.
How does a year-round, ever-bearing mulberry produce fruit in the winter here?
I mean, not in the winter.
You harvest your pigs before that.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
I'm just trying to be clear, right? Because there's people listening that like they don't know what it's like here.
I'm talking to somebody.
They don't know it's getting colder. We got snow.
Yes, we have snow. So yes, for 3 seasons the
Make
mulberries
snow
produce.
cones for the pigs and stuff. Sorry.
Mulberry snow cone.
For 3 seasons.
Have you ever had a mulberry snow cone?
I like that.
Have you had one?
I have. I got friends that make mulberry syrup, and you just pour it right on there. Yeah, I've been doing this. I've been foraging stuff I've been doing wild plant walks in the Cincinnati area since 2001. So I've had a lot of people bring stuff to have me try. I've never tried
mountain ham.
Mountain ham. So we're gonna try some mountain ham right now. The guy that doesn't eat pork is gonna try a slice of mountain ham.
I mean, honestly,
I got the heart for it.
I mean, this pig had one bad day.
Wow, that's definitely something to squeal about.
I mean, it's like Parmesan cheese. Would you say the umami?
It does kind of have. It's like got Parmesan cheese built into it. It's amazing.
I mean, like the umami. I mean, it's.
What'd you say about my mommy? No, you said umami. I definitely taste that umami flavor in there.
Not you.
For sure. For sure.
So yeah, it's just it's. I mean, I'm looking for purity.
Okay.
I'm looking for purity. I mean, it's. I mean, if you grow the perfect raspberry, the perfect beet, if you grow the perfect apple, if you grow the perfect whatever, I mean, I learned as a chef years ago my job as a chef is to not fuck it up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
what do you mean? Like,
just don't put like some complex sauce over top of it and mask the flavor of it. I mean, don't fuck it up.
Okay. Yeah. Like you're making like this is simple. That's what you meant when you came out here and said you're a simple guy. You like something that has the pork and the salt. That's it.
That's it. I mean,
but
this is
on the side. Do you ever take that? That would be great on a sandwich with some other things on it.
It would be.
Yeah.
It would be. It would be.
Yeah.
But I mean,
initially to try it.
But I mean, don't take this and fry it and I don't know. I mean, honestly, I've had it numerous different ways, and I've been surprised by numerous different chefs that have treated it different ways over the years, and I've respected almost all the preparations. To be honest with you, I mean, and it's just, I mean, because most of the chefs respect the product and know what it's about.
I've as a market grower, I've always loved working with chefs because I was always marketing weird things, and chefs were people that always like weird things. Like I had a guy that would buy fig leaves from me and make things and then extract out of them that had a certain flavor, and there's so many things you can do with so many peach leaves. A guy wanted peach leaves one year. I'm like, he doesn't even want the peaches. He wants the leaves. Okay, I'll bring you some leaves.
Dude, it was crazy. I had a local cheese guy that unfortunately went out of business during COVID, but he reached out. He wanted our fig leaves to wrap one of his cheeses in. So he was doing an aged cheese, and he wanted to wrap every little, like, 6-ounce piece in these little fig leaves. And what he did was he would soak them in bourbon ahead of time, and then wrap his little 6-ounce pieces of cheese inside the leaves. And it was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I mean, people don't understand what we can grow and what we can produce here.
The capacities are like so amazing.
Yeah. And I mean, you guys were talking about citrus earlier.
Well, we brought the oca up too that you had introduced to me today that I could grow here that I didn't know about, and like I said, I've been messing around with plants here for years.
I mean, it's from Peru. I mean, it's native to the Andes Mountains. So
those are mine
the
too.
Andes are cold
My mountains.
So I mean, if it's
cold Air Force.
Yep.
Doesn't AF stand for Air Force, right? Yeah.
But I mean, I like the cool shit.
Justin, you do like cool shit, and I would love to have you on the show again. I know to keep the show rolling, we probably need to wrap this up in here. And we got one more special guest coming up, our boy Ouiwey over here.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you ready for that? Let's get ready. Everybody give it a hand out. Here, let's give it up for Justin Dean. Some of you guys have been drinking some of his alchemy and magic here tonight. Waking the farm up here. It's 2023. What are you all gonna do?
Yo, this is a technical announcement. Our main man, M1, Branson, who we want to thank for being here. I think he's outside.
Colorful embrace to new hope. Hope Stay Preppers. Here we go. Here we go. You guys ready? You guys ready for this? Maybe. I need people to be ready. What's up? Everybody like go to sleep, go to the farm, go to sleep. What's going on here? Wake the farm up is what's happening. Come on. Some things that are kind of fun coming up. We'll be doing a show down in Nashville, Tennessee, in a few weeks, February 11th.
Nashville.
We got some other fun things coming up, brewing up in the Cincinnati area too, and several other places. So keep an eye out. You know, if you happen to be traveling somewhere and see our show somewhere, you can go check it out. Otherwise, just enjoy the podcast and hear what people in Nashville, Tennessee sound like when Wake the Farm Up shows up. Recently, we did a show in Asheville, North Carolina, and a whole different thing, you know, a whole different sound comes out of Asheville, North Carolina. It's like everywhere you go, the land's gonna have a different story. So, come on, what's this place got? Wake the Farm Up. We got, hello Cincinnati here.
Andy.
Stephen.
Guess what?
What?
Really good brother of mine is here with us tonight.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm really glad he's here. My buddy. Can everyone in here, can y'all say it with me? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wee! Oh, see, we get him up for you, bro.
We 2023. Welcome, Ouiwey Collins.
Yo, okay.
Yeah,
Go Bengals, yeah, man. What's up? Who there? How you doing, my man?
You look good.
Good,
You ready for a special 2 minutes on Wake the Farm Up, and then we'll get into all kinds of other fun adventures here we're going to surprise them with, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it.
Hey.
All right. When do my 2 minutes start?
As soon as you want it, like the dog says it's ready.
Wait, do I got to pet this dog or something?
I think you do. You feel it.
Whoa.
You gotta do it.
Whoa, man. I tried, man. He barked at me, man.
Yeah, that's part coyote, my dog there.
Oh.
It'll yelp, it'll pull tricks, pranks, all kinds of things.
He was just messing with me then.
Yep.
Okay, I got it. So did it start yet?
Here you go.
Oh, here we
Ouiwey
go.
Collins. Wake the farm up.
How y'all doing? Y'all feeling good? Oh, man. It don't sound like they feeling good out there. Let me see. Y'all feeling good? Let me hear you scream. Oh, there's more people in here than that. Let me hear you scream. I'm gonna say this for my whole 2 minutes. Let me hear you scream. All right, guys. I'm Ouiwey Collins. You should have did that in the microphone, man.
I can't interrupt you yet. So I'm not.
Okay. Oh, we doing my 2 minutes right now? It's ticking? Oh, okay. Hey, I'm Ouiwey, and thank you. Good night. Woo! Oh! Was that 2 minutes?
Sands of time is still going on.
See, I'm messing up my 2 minutes right now. Okay. I'm Ouiwey Collins, son of the legendary Boosie Collins. And I've been doing music since I was 9 years old. And I'm trying to think of what to talk about, man. Because I got a lot to say, but I only got 2 minutes. Where you want me to start at? What you want me to talk about?
I'm not going to interrupt you. Whatever you do, man.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm more of a performer than a talker. I do like a lot of listening.
Like yeah, you can we can make something up, you can perform.
You want me to beatbox?
You can do. I want you to do what you want.
You gonna flow?
I want you to do what you want here. And
okay.
I'm gonna interrupt you, and it looks like maybe I'm interrupting you right now. I guess.
Yeah, but that's
You're
cool,
taking
man.
advantage of my babble.
Hey, I was just trying to, make a connection. You know what I'm saying? Make things happen. All right, y'all. Okay, so basically, I'm a performer. I done traveled all around the world performing. I lived in Japan for 3 years. Let me see. Arigato, thank you, arigato. Simo-san, minasan no dorimasho.
All right, now he's talking to Santa Timer.
Oh, man, my time's up.
What the fuck?
Hey, I did.
Yeah, keep going.
I accomplished my goal. All right, well, now it's time to perform. All right, so, guys, I need everybody in here to... because I like crowd participation. I like a lot of energy. So I need y'all to say this. Okay, I need the guys to say, are you going to keep it good with me, baby? All right? Are you going to keep it good with me, baby?
Are you going to keep it good with me, baby?
Yeah, like that, yeah. So, 1, 2, 3. Are you going to keep it good with me, baby? All right, say it again. 1, 2, 3. Are you going to keep it good with me, baby? Okay, and then, I need all the ladies to say, yeah, you got me. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. One again, there's more ladies in here than that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you got me. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you got 1, 2, 3. All right, now the guys.
We got that on record now. We got that on record
They
now.
They got us.
That's like a consent thing, right?
Yeah, they got us. All right, guys, are you going to keep it good with me, baby? Here we go. And then the ladies, yeah, you got me. 1, 2, 3. Are you going to keep it good with me, baby? Are you going to keep it good with me, baby? Are you going to keep it good with me? Are you going to keep it good with me, baby? All right, so, okay, well, I told the guys a different word because it's really shorty, but, baby and shorty are the same thing. So now let me hear y'all say, are you what, man?
Wait, the words we have to learn.
I'm just trying to, I'm just making sure they know what baby and shorty is. Okay, so are you going to keep it good with me, shorty? And then the ladies is the same. Yeah, you got me. All right. 1, 2, 3. Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Are you gonna keep? All right, it go like this. All right, check this out. All right, so when I point at y'all, the guys will start off. So here it goes, and then we're gonna do it to the music, but we're gonna do it a cappella right now. Okay. My baby girl don't have no problems. Ooh, my twin flames always burning. Give her the world and whatever she wants, Jen. Shawty nice, so let's get lost in. Ooh, somewhere not in the natty. Our own island, girl, you just that fancy. Take a trip to a place called Mahadi. A couple drinks, yeah, and our own party. Big pimpin' on a boat to a safari. Shark swimming, but I keep up on my guard. See, people tripping, it's okay, it's alright. We both know that we both got options, yeah. Baby so fire, she keeps me under pressure. She keeps the mind filled with love, no second guessing. She hot, 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 woo! She's a good kisser. All I wanna know, here we go, y'all. Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, my ride or die. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. Shawty bad. Ooh, she on my side. Ooh, she do me right. Shawty bad. Rollin', get me high. Pour a little wine. Shawty bad. Ooh, I like a grind. Yeah. Kick that track. Just kick that track. Let's get it. Y'all did good. Give yourself a round of applause. Woo! This your man.
Ouiwey Collins, so like in his 2 minutes, he mentioned his dad, Bootsy Collins, and I wanted to point out to here. So my father was an atmospheric scientist as well. You can see right now how he's learned some of his father's atmospheric science too. Just working the room here with his atmosphere here, which making some climate change.
Well, see, what happened with me is I lived in Japan and I was performing 6 nights a week for 3 years straight.
Wow.
6 nights a week, and I was off only on Sundays. But the song has started now, so come on, y'all, let's snap. Here we go.
Off that away.
My baby girl don't get no problems. Ooh, my twin flames always burning. Give it the world and whatever you want, yeah. Shawty nice, so let's get lost in. Ooh, somewhere not in the natty. Our own island, girl, you just that fancy. Catch a plane to a place called Mahadi. A couple drinks, yeah, in our own party. Big pippin' on the road to a safari. Sharks swimming, but I keep up on my guardsy. People tripping, it's okay, it's alright. We both know that we both got options, yeah. Baby's on fire, she burn me under pressure. She keep the mind filled with love, no second guessing. She hot, hot, hot. Woo. She's a good kisser. All I wanna know, here we go. Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who my ride or die? Who I ain't gonna lie? Shawty bad. Ooh, she on my side. Ooh, she do me right. Shawty bad. Roll and get me high. Pour a little wine. Shawty bad. Ooh, I like a grind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who my ride or die? Who I ain't gonna lie? Shawty bad. Ooh, she on my side. Ooh, she do me right. Shawty bad. Roll and get me high. Pour a little wine. Shawty bad. Ooh, I like a grind. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the field, she call me Poppy. She get a little wild and getting naughty. Throw on the lingerie, she looking sexy. Oh yeah, she before my little mommy. This chick, I gotta keep her icy. She thick, yeah, with the banging body. Cute lips, yes, I gotta keep her saucy. She kicks, I think she came from Milwaukee. Pocahontas, yeah, she got me sloppy. Took off her love, yeah, ooh, she's a hottie. Cute lips, yeah, she kissed me in Ferrari. She don't quit, and I know that she got me. Baby's on fire, she burn me under pressure. She keep the mind filled with love, no second guessing. She hot, hot, hot. Woo. She's a good kisser. Here we go, y'all. Hey, are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good with me, shawty? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who my ride or die? Who I ain't gonna lie? Shawty bad. Ooh, she on my side. Ooh, she do me right. Shawty bad. Roll and get me high. Pour a little wine. Shawty bad. Ooh, I like a grind. Yeah, yeah, my baby girl don't get no problems. Ooh, my twin flames always burning. Give it the world and whatever you want, yeah. Shawty nice, so let's get lost in. Ooh, somewhere not in the natty. Our own island, girl, you just that fancy. Catch a plane to a place called Mahadi. A couple drinks, yeah, in our own party. Big picking on the boat to a safari. Sharks swimming, but I keep up on my guardsy. People tripping, it's okay, it's alright. We both know that we both got options, yeah. Baby's on fire, she burn me under pressure. She keep the mind filled with love, no second guessing. She hot, hot, hot. Woo. She's a good kisser. All I wanna know, here we go. Are you yeah. Are you gonna keep it good, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good, shawty? Are you gonna keep it good, shawty? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. That's it. Twin flames right there, y'all. Thank you. All right, I'm tired now. I'm ready to go to bed.
My mic got turned off here, so we're sharing one now. So I'm sharing a mic here now at Ouiwey here. So something I wanted to say, I love and always have loved local music. It's just as important to grow our own feud as it is to grow our own music and tell our stories. This is Cincinnati magic happening here. This is like, thank you, Cincinnati, for coming out here tonight. This is amazing. Woo! Yeah,
you back on?
Double micing.
We double micing here.
We can get into it
double
now.
micing.
Yeah. What the farm are we gonna get into?
What the farm?
How many? I got 99 problems, but a ditch is not one right now. I had a guy come in with a backhoe.
I like that, man.
Digging ponds and all kinds of things.
Digging
Make sure
ponds.
the beavers got places to be.
Oh yeah. What? I like how you flipping that, man.
Flipping it all around, man. These words are like.
All right, guys. All right. Well, let me look at the person next to you and say, "I love you."
I love you.
I love you, man. All right, look at the person on the other side of you and tell them you love them. I love you.
I love you.
I love you, man. All right. All right, look at us up here and say, "We love y'all." And we got to tell them we love them too. We love y'all too. Two there. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. So, it sounds like you about to do the wedding song or what? Okay. All right. We're going to do some puppy love. We're going to do some puppy love. Let me hear y'all bark out there. What y'all got some barks?
Give it up for my dog here. There's a puppy once. Let's hear the puppies in y'all. Yeah, come on. We love
All right,
you.
I'm going to give you a little sample real quick and then we're going to the song. I'll be a puppy, babe, a big dog fighter for you, yeah. I want you to love me, baby, 'cause I love you. Okay, y'all got that? I love you. Here we go. I love you. Everybody, come on. Hey, I love you. Everybody, come on, that sounds good. I love you. Come on.
You love me?
I'll be a puppy, babe, a big dog fighter for you, yeah. I want you to love me, baby, 'cause I love you. You can just hug me, babe. Take me on a walk or two, yeah. I want you to love me, baby, 'cause I love you. Take my time to treat you right, babe. Make you mine 'cause you so fine, hey. Puppy love in the air, babe. Puppy love in the air. Make you wag your tail and smile, babe. Make every second worth your while, babe. Puppy love in the air, baby, 'cause I love you. Kick that track, DJ. Hey, out of mercy. How y'all doing? Y'all feeling good? All right, I'm gonna do this one sit down. DJ's fun. Coming to you live from Weed Street Radio. Can we just do a little swag like this? Can we go?
Up there in the balcony, they're moving.
I'll be your puppy love. Oops. Yeah.
Get them in the tea lounge. They're going crazy.
Here we go. I'll be your puppy, babe. A big dog fighter for you, yeah. I want you to love me, baby, 'cause I love you. You can just rub me, babe. Take me on a walk or two, yeah. Hug me and kiss me, baby, 'cause I love you. Take my time to treat you right, babe. Make you mine 'cause you so fine, babe. Puppy love in the air, baby. Puppy love in the air. Make you wag yourself and smile, babe. Take every second worth your while, babe. Puppy love in the air, baby. I love you. My girl is a model, baby. She is a top dollar, baby. She made me go crazy. She made me go crazy. I spend that big money on her. We rolling that foreign. Her English put dogging on them. Her greyhound be jogging on them. This gotta be puppy love. This girl got me all in love. I just I can't get it. Wait. I I just want my belly rubbed. We be all together hanging tough, and I'm a witness that she got my back and stuff, and we gon' stick together all the way to the end. She is my partner, my lover, my friend. Maybe this must be love, but you don't feel like I do, no. Maybe I think too much, but baby, I love you. Just hug and kiss me, babe. I want this moment with you. Ooh, baby, cause I love you. Take my time and treat you right, babe. Make you mad cause you're so fine, babe. Puppy love in the air, baby. Puppy love in the air. Make you wag your tail and smile, babe. Make every second worth your while, babe. Puppy love in the air, baby. I love you. My girl is a sexy thing. My girl is a beauty queen. You know exactly what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. Send you a gift in the bark box. Carry my dog in a Prada bag. My girl is just got it made. Me and my girl will be poppin' tags. This gotta be puppy love. This girl got me all in love. Of her I can hate y'all. Hey y'all, I just want my belly rubbed. We be all together hanging tough, and I'm a witness that she got my back and stuff, and we gon' stick together all the way to the end. She is my partner, my lover, my friend. Take my time and treat you right, babe. Make you mad cause you so fine, babe. Puppy love in the air, baby. Puppy love in the air. Make you wag your tail and smile, babe. Make every second worth your while, babe. Puppy love in. Here we go, y'all. I love you. Puppy love in the air, babe. Puppy love in the air, babe. Puppy love in the air. Here we go. I love you. Puppy love in the air, baby. Puppy love in the air, baby. Puppy love in the air, baby. I love you. Now look at the person next to you. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all gotta say it. Here we go. Here we go. I love you. Now y'all can get a little louder than that. Look at the other person on the other side of you and tell them. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I love you. Yeah. Baby. We got a loving crowd in here today.
Man,
they love each other.
Some of the people up in the balconies up there,
they love each other.
They like ran off. Their clothes was flying off.
Hey, put those clothes back on. What's wrong with you? This is a public place.
Well, they're gone.
Where did they fly
to? Their
to?
clothes is still there. Some kind of like propagation thing or something's happening. I don't know. But that's what music can do. It can make and grow more things organically.
Bro, yeah. Hey, this bug right here.
Everybody was really dancing and grooving with that
They
one.
was feeling it, right?
That felt so good.
There was a lot of love in there tonight.
It made me think of some of my dogs that are alive too. Like, I got some cute, sweet puppies at home. They're gonna be excited to hear about this show, and they love listening to all these podcasts.
Well, you gotta make sure they hear Puppy Love, cause I don't know if you want them to hear that, cause then they might be doing something after you.
They might be, honestly. They could be creating more puppies right now.
More puppies.
It might be puppy making night.
It's puppy making night. Yeah, for sure. Then he put on the deep bass right there.
He's like, puppy love.
Puppy love.
I mean, I love puppies, and I mean, I did see one lady walk out. Maybe she's more of a cat lady. Who knows? I don't know.
I think that's what was going on, because she was looking kind of funny. Like, you know, why you talking about puppies and not cats?
Yeah.
She had that kind of look to her.
Right, yeah. And there is a cat named Cilantro that I interviewed earlier. It might be on the show recording.
I seen a cat outside.
Yeah, his name's Cilantro.
Oh, that's Cilantro. Yeah. Oh,
I think that cat thinks it is a puppy. It was dancing during that.
Hey,
get down.
I'm going to make Cilantro a cat song.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to make her a cat. Is it a her or him?
I don't know. It's a her.
Okay.
We hear it's a her. It identifies as a her anyway.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that sounds good.
I wonder if it'll make any puppies though.
Well, I don't know if they can intermingle like that.
Yeah, that's some of the cool nature things, you know. We can't understand these things, right? But man, that song, I'll be singing that to some of my plants this year, and I know like music like that will make gardens grow better. It'll make like children grow better, all kinds of things. It's amazing what these things can do.
Yeah, I heard talking to different things makes like they hear you and they grow, and I seen the water do different things if you talk to it. Frequencies, right?
Right. You walk out of your house, you see a tree that you yell at, and that's the tree that you like take your anger out on or something. You want to remember to like, hey, this tree, you know, it's got a personality. He's been listening to your shit, so go give it a little hug or a fist bump or something. You know,
yeah, or he's gonna drop some acorns on you.
Yeah, you're gonna drop acorns on your head, or a branch or something.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not gonna know what to do with that.
what is Santa doing over here?
He's getting ready to play the keyboard. He's laughing so hard he's gonna jam with his head on it.
Oh, I think he's trying to take us to another planet.
So some of your artwork I've seen definitely is intergalactic. I love the artwork that brings in alien aspects.
Yeah, well, I was born in Funktropolis.
I think I was born in a town over or something because it just makes so much sense.
I remember that hat. That hat been passed down then. Yeah. I remember. Yeah. I remember.
These sequins on here are actually like I think over 70 years old.
See, there you go. Yep. I remember when I seen you out there.
Yeah, it's amazing what the sands of time will do to old sequins.
Hey, seeing what you doing now is really great, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I like
seeing what you've been doing is amazing. Like, I love like your creations of music and your poetry that you're putting together. It's fun. You can see how the whole audience here was lit up, brought together. They're dancing. They're having a good time. None of them were like bantering about other random stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Mother farmer.
Mother farmer. What the farm? What the farm?
Farm, yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, I just did the bingo song with my dad. Fear the Tigers. Fear the Tigers.
Fear the Tigers.
Where the Bengals fans? Do we got Bengals fans in here? We got. Oh, there we go. Who they? How are we gonna do this Sunday, guys? We gonna do it. We done beat them before, right? Okay. All right, we're gonna
get that ball, and they're gonna run. They're gonna break their record of their longest. What was that? The longest run recently?
About you.
98 yards or something.
Yeah.
I bet Sunday they're gonna do 110 yards.
Let's get it.
They're gonna stretch the field and make the fields in football NFL gonna be bigger because of running Bengals and how far they can run.
Yes.
Like lacrosse used to be 2 miles long.
2 miles?
2 miles. I'm telling you, original people here were playing sports right here. 2 miles.
Can you run 2 miles right now?
Right now, I probably could, but not as fast as the Bengals player.
Okay, all right. I only think I could do maybe like not a quarter of a mile. I could do a quarter.
Maybe between us, I'll do a mile and 3/4.
And then that'll make the whole 2 miles.
2 mics, 2 miles.
2 miles. All right, who can do the 2 mile dash right now? Heck, nobody's raising their hands.
I don't know, that section over there, it's like maybe like near the tea lounge, is where all these like yoga experts are. I bet there's a lot of them over there that are like Iron Man runners or something.
Hey, so they just preserving themselves for right now.
Right, they're getting ready, they're having their evening plant spirits.
Right, he said we're preservative.
They are preservatives. They're drinking hops. Hop flavor over there. I don't know the hop people up there in the hop garden. I think they're a little more relaxed now.
Well, you know what? Since I've been here, I learned a lot about some good. When Seta was Stefan was sitting over there with me, Seta, we had a hamburger from here. Who made that hamburger?
Wait, hold on a second. Take a step back. Did you say Santa?
Huh?
Like Santa from like
No,
Santa's pork chop?
Santa, Seta. Well, his last.
Seta. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Seta.
Yeah.
101.
Yeah. You got
music.
it. Yeah.
Your bonus.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody,
right.
Audio listeners, they love Stefan 101.
Well,
music.
audio listeners, hey, y'all got to come out here and get a burger because that burger was smacking.
Right.
Golly, oh my goodness, I love that burger. One of the best burgers I had. And I've been all around the world. This got one of the best burgers right here.
Cleo's down here in the back here.
Cleo's, hey.
I think they'll be slanging these burgers down here all year long.
Yeah, I'm gonna travel all the way up here every weekend for a burger. Now look, let me get my fix.
That's great.
Yeah, from Japan. Ohio gozaimasu.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Nani no watashi. Namae wa. What's your name? Namae wa.
Andy. Andy the Elf.
Oh, look, he said Andy-san. Yeah. Or Andy desu. Andy desu. And watashi wa Ouiwey desu. I just said I'm Ouiwey. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, if you want everybody.
Interesting. You said, what did you say? How did you say that? Watashi?
Watashi wa.
Okay, in the Shawnee local language, there's a word called Washimonito.
Washimonito.
Which is the word for like the spirit that, I don't know, modern people would call God.
Oh, but wow.
I would say the way they would look at it would be their own, and I can't speak exactly how they would see it, you know, but it's Washimonito.
Okay, so yeah, Watashi wa.
Watashi wa.
Yeah, Watashi wa.
Andy.
And then if you want them
all, sake's pouring. Like say that. Next thing you know, sake's pouring, or what's going on?
No. Well, no. You get a lot of sake and a lot of everything. They got a lot of good stuff over there. Yeah, konnichiwa. Okay, that's konnichiwa is right now. Ohio gozaimasu is in the morning. We got our name over in Japan as good morning. Ohio is good morning. So that was easy for me.
We come from the land of good morning here.
We come from the land of good morning.
The river valley of good morning.
Now, if you wanted everybody to dance out here, you would tell them, see if you can say this, Odori Masho.
Odori Masho.
Yep.
They're dancing. They're
dancing. Now, when I was over there, when I was over there at the time, you remember Nelly's song, "It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes." I went up to one of the Japanese waiters and said, "Hey, how do you sing that in Japanese?" He told me, so then it went like this. Koko atsui, fuku wo nuge. Ain't that pretty cool? Can y'all say that? 1, 2, ready, and Koko atsui. Say atsui. That means it's hot, okay? Koko means right here. So, Koko atsui, foku wo nuge, foku wo nuge. Yeah, I am so hot, I'm about to take my clothes off. Hey, y'all don't have to say that part. I shouldn't have explained that right now. That was, why did I tell them what it said, man, for real?
Trying to get everybody dancing and taking their clothes off. Like,
yeah, I was saying it subliminally in Japanese.
I think there is some propagation things going on or something. It's like, we're definitely getting...
Oh, no, that's why they took their clothes off upstairs.
Yeah, that's...
I shouldn't have sung that, huh?
I think more people left. They're taking their clothes off. So maybe we should wrap this up and go take our clothes off.
You guys need to go to an E-dance.
That sounds like it. Well, no, that don't sound like a good idea, man. It is getting hot now. And that burger is hot. I just want to keep saying that. I told him I was going to take my whole 2 minutes for the burger when I got up here.
Wagyu.
Yeah, because it was good. Okay, all right.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
I'm going to play a sleeper off the background. You're going to remember this one.
You going to play? What you got? Oh, Red Dress? I do remember. This is a song that me and Seta did. Or Stephanie.
Okay, I know Beyonce said put a ring on it. And then you tell me, yeah, like you were like so beyond it. Bionic, supersonic, better than chronic, like an addictive tonic. I don't need to act like I own you to see us go upon it. Diamonds on your neck, I know you got that on your own. That is why I bring respect when I see you all alone. Up in the club on a cell phone, looking so good I can eat it thrown. Come on, baby, let's listen to Ouiwey. How you looking with the red dress on?
Hey, what the yo, baby girl, looking good, yeah, head to toe. She all fancy from my hood, yeah, she ready to go. She all mine, knock on wood, yeah, got a baby doll face and I'm all in love, yeah. She's a sweet thing, bubble gum, give me yum, yeah. On my tongue, got me sprung, I feel like I'm the one, yeah. OMG, sweeter. Butterface, mama, cedar, queen of beauty, karma, creature, milk and honey, nothing sweeter. Ooh, looking good in that red dress. For real blessed, for real blessed. It's got me saying yes, 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 yes. Diamonds on, looking so wet, so wet, so wet. Diamonds on, looking so wet. Looking good in that red dress. For real blessed, for real blessed. It's got me saying yes, 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 yes. Diamonds on, looking so wet, so wet, so wet. Diamonds on, looking so wet.
Taking moments, fan the flames. I am tired of the same. That is why I'm looking at this red dress dame. Hey, here you go. Go on and take the keys. Like Alicia been saying, this girl's on fire, see. Turn the key and start it. Motor getting harder. Roll a little bit longer. Gotta feel it like a sauna.
Packs of heat, the number one on all the meters. Paparazzi popping pictures, picture this freak of the week. A ring-a-ling, she come up on a ring-a-ling. I call her Bella, ooh, ooh, I think I like her, ooh, no, I love, yeah. She's a sweet thing, bubble gum, give me yum, yum, yeah. On my tongue, got me sprung, I feel like I'm the one, yeah. OMG, Lisa Rita, butterface, mama, cedar, queen of beauty, karma, creature, milk and honey, nothing sweeter. Ooh, looking good in that red dress. For real blessed, for real blessed. He's got me saying yes, 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 yes. Diamonds on, looking so wet, so wet, so wet. Diamonds on, looking so wet. Looking good in that red dress. For real blessed, for real blessed. He's got me saying yes, 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 yes. Diamonds on, looking so wet, so wet, so wet. Diamonds on, looking so wet. Looking good in that red dress. For real blessed, for real blessed. He's got me saying yes, 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 yes. Diamonds on, looking so wet, so wet, so wet. Diamonds on, looking so wet.
Hey,
Hey, yeah. You stuck that one in on me.
World premiere. World premiere.
That's like, that song feels like how I would celebrate, you know, like once the hayloft is full and I'd be like just hanging out on the side of the barn going, hey.
Hey.
Feels so good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, Steph.
So during that set, somebody came by, they had just come in, they said they had lost the bridge, they were trying to find their way to the bridge, but then the bridge that song came on, and they found it, and they're like, bam!
Ooh.
Found it.
Ooh, found it.
It's like plant spirit entered and they knew.
Well, I just thought, you know, that it was because it was the Lost Bridge that they, you know, probably got lost or whatever.
Yeah, it's like maybe it was the lost bridge of their soul, and they found it here tonight.
Well, they got it tonight.
Yeah,
because this is a loving spirit in here tonight.
Yeah, we're building bridges.
Yeah.
We're waking up kings and queens.
Can we close out with a,
we're closing out,
hearing our
thank
brother
you.
P-Funk. He's, actually sent up your thoughts and prayers for him. He's, had a little bit of a health issue, so we're wishing him the best to get better. He was going to be with us tonight, but wasn't able to make it, so maybe we could close out with hearing this song.
That sounds good.
Yeah, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else.
Thank you.
And
thank you for being here at the
Seen
show.
It All, P-Funk and the Secret Spirits.
P-Funk and the Sacred Spirit. Woo! Thank you, Ouiwey. Let's all give it up for Ouiwey here.
Thank you.
Let's all give it up for you. Let's all give it up for you people for coming down out here on this beautiful snowy night. We've been having fun, waking the farm up. Woo! Enjoy some P-Funk spirit.
We love you, P-Funk. Miss you, brother.
Let's take a look. Moving out, said I seen the world. Moving on, saying you're not there, not seen it all. And the world just keeps on turning round and round. Seen it all, and the time will never stop for no one. Seen it all, as we watch our shadows grow, yeah. Seen it all, saying you're not there, not.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Fire, she burn me under pressure. She keep the mind filled with love, no second guessing. She hot, hot, hot. She's a good kisser.